Hey gamers, welcome back to another DSP video. So I open OBS, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna do a classic style video. So I move from the full screen scene I have right, I'm like the full image because I did that last video. So okay, I'll do main, let's get like the YouTube source in there. And I notice my face cam is upside down. I don't remember ever flipping it, so I don't know if the video before the last video I was upside down or not. I think this is fun. I'm gonna keep it upside down. Why not? This is like an avant-garde decision. You know, you watch a video, you watch a David Lynch film and you see some crazy shit. This is like David Lynch stuff. That's what I'm saying, guys, okay? So we're gonna be watching what happened during the Medtoker React and maybe other stuff, I don't know. But let's get right into it.
All right, are we good? Can we continue now? Iron Chef Sakai, would you like me to demod you and get you out of here? I mean, if you're gonna sit here talking shit in the chat.
Oh my god. I wish he got the, I don't know if this is the full content, but I think he said something else, because I think he legit asked, like, Iron Chef Sakai, like, are you gonna ban? There's someone with a nasty name in chat or whatever the fuck. And then Iron Chef Sakai says, I mean, do I ban people for having bad names? Now, this is gonna sound kind of whatever. But I'm gonna go, I'm gonna like, you know, give a reasonable take on this, honestly, right? So you're a mod for a streamer's chat, right? And you have people who are specifically coming in with like trolling names that deal with like family members, exes, whatever, right? I think it's safe to assume that those should be banned. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's like I don't know how Iron Chef is like now questioning this when this has been like the rule for months, if not ever since he even walked into the pig pen. So this is just him honestly just kind of like kind of protesting the pig, if anything.
Chef Sakai, would you like me to demod you and get you out of here? I mean, if you're gonna sit here talking shit in the chat.
But this is the other thing, right? You have a mod there that's not banning people for having bad names, and you think it should be against the rule. What DSP could easily do, right, is just ban the people. Like, see, this is the thing I never really understand from DSP's logic, right? He sees people in the chat that are breaking the rule, and instead of like banning it himself when he sees it, he sits there and calls it out for the mod to take care of. And I'm just like, you realize that the mod is there to help, right? So if they're not catching something, or maybe they're away, maybe they're like fucking jerking it somewhere, I don't know. You know, you don't need to sit there and be like, okay, Iron Chef Sakai, look, ban that guy. Like, dude, you have modship too. You can ban them too. And this dude, like, just loves giving orders to his mods as if they're employees, yet he says that they're volunteers and they work for free. And I'm just saying, like, if you're not paying them, you can't really expect them to, like, respond at a command. Like, they can ban people, sure, but what he should have just done was just ban the name, and then after the stream he could just talk to them privately and say, hey, Iron Chef Sakai, I just want to ask, like, you saw that these people were in chat, right? Why did you ban them or whatever? But instead, DSP had the bright idea to do this on stream. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Like, he can have that rule where it's like, okay, no trolling names or whatever, and that's fine, because that's his stream, right? But I think it's kind of, like, pathetic that this dude will just sit there and call out things to be banned when he could ban it himself. It's really, like, just laziness. Like, dude agrees, like, well, I don't want to sit here on stream and then just kind of lean and ban all this stuff, but then you just But if you notice it, ban him then. Like, he has banned other stuff during a stream before. He even stopped his podcast to ban people before. Like, I'm sorry that, like, you don't have mods that are, like, automatic mods or whatever the fuck, but sometimes you kind of have to take the responsibility on your own sometimes. Like, you know, I stream on Twitch, and I get bots sometimes. I know, shocker. I get bots saying, oh, you want some extra followers? Give me some money, buddy, or whatever the fuck. And, you know, I don't sit there like, okay, guys, mods, hello, look there, bots, ban. It's like, I'll just ban them. I see this dude, I'll just ban it. Because who cares? Like, why would I fucking sit there? Like, it would be more annoying and more intrusive, right? And instead of just leaning into ban, to just like, guys, ban that person right there in chat. Ban them right now. Like, that's a more intrusive and more derailing than just banning the person yourself.
I mean, do you really think that that's something that I need for my chat right now? For people on Kick, do you really believe that that's like a positive thing to be doing? Because it's pretty obvious that you don't want to be here. Literally every stream you're complaining, you're in there being toxic.
And this is literally like the straw that broke the camel's back, because you can kind of tell from listening to this that this was like something that was festering. Now, DSP, you know what? Okay, we're gonna let's bring this up, right? DSP like complained about how Howard and John did not come forward with their grievances, and they let it build up and all this other shit, right? And he said that's fucked up. Be a man and confront people if you have a problem with them directly. So DSP noticed that Iron Chef Sakai has been complaining for like a couple of weeks or days or whatever, a couple streams about what he's been doing on stream. Basically, they've been noticing Iron Chef Sakai has been complaining about this. You know, so by DSP's logic, right? Iron Chef Sakai has been a man by confronting DSP about his problems with the stream, and DSP, instead of listening to him, has decided to ignore him. And I kind of feel that there's been moments where DSP's been really passive aggressive, like a little bitch, because during a coin game, he kind of like singled out Iron Chef Sakai and says, Iron Chef Sakai likes watching me put on clothes. All this stuff, which is kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, because like I don't necessarily know if it would be well, maybe it is homophobic, because he's kind of making it seem like there's something wrong with a man enjoying watching another man put on clothes, I guess. Like, he thinks that's like such a negative thing, when I don't know, maybe I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels kind of like homophobic, I guess. But he singles Iron Chef Sakai out and kind of mocks him for wanting to get some kind of reward or whatever. And I'm just like sitting there like, and I didn't think of this at the time, because it's like, okay, maybe this is DSP being DSP. But seeing this, it's putting that into context where it's like, he clearly got annoyed with Iron Chef Sakai complaining. So instead of like dealing with it, he decided to like kind of make fun of him in passive aggressive ways. That being one of them, saying like, oh yeah, he likes watching me put on clothes, I don't know why, or whatever the fuck. I wish I could find the clip. Maybe Memology has a clip. Maybe. I know it was during Coin Game. I know it was that. It might be during a begging stream. No. Okay. Maybe I can. Let's go pig go. Put on clothes. Let's see.
That I put on clothes.
Oh, this is an old one. Wait, what?
I thought they were, but I found them. All right, you guys ready? All right. If you don't like.
Now, I don't understand, right? So DSP got like a whole new setup since this video, yet this face cam kind of looks better than what he's using now. Am I crazy? He kind of looks better in this than he did than he does now. I don't know.
That I put on clothes for rewards. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all I have to tell you is you're just gonna have to deal with it.
What?
That I put on. They weren't where I thought they were, but I found them. All right, you guys ready?
What is this derail?
All right. If you don't like that I put on clothes
if you don't like.
for rewards, well, ladies and
Man, why does he want to like sexually harass us?
gentlemen, all I have to tell you is you're just gonna have to deal with it.
Okay, you know, when you did that zoom in, it didn't look that good, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Iron Chef. Wait, what? Why
It
is
won't be like Iron Chef Sakai because Iron Chef Sakai doesn't have those.
Oh my god. What is this rabbit hole I'm going down?
Don't worry, you won't be like Iron Chef Sakai because Iron Chef Sakai doesn't have those badges anymore. They were removed to make room for more people who actually want to get them, who are like legit, you know, people in their right minds.
Legit people in their right minds. Okay, that's a cool thing to say. Man, we're finding stuff.
$30 tip from Iron Chef Sakai.
Oh man, when was this? 3 days ago. So this was like, man, that's so cool. He gave him $30 and then he got like bodied by DSP. That's so cool.
Can you reenact your arcade story where you got jacked up by the big guy? Reenact, no, because I cannot pick myself up upside down and pretend like I'm going to tombstone pile drive myself. But the story goes, there used to be a guy named Joe. Now, at the time...
Okay, this isn't what I was looking for. Let's see. What about this?
Help me with that, Iron Chef Sakai. Anyone who's talking about bullshit, please just take care of them, because... Very good. Yeah, so we have a bunch of trolls in Kick Chat. Please help me with that, Iron Chef Sakai. Anyone who's talking about bullshit, please just take care of them, because I'm not going to sit here and ban them all night. I'm trying to play a game. Alright. Darn...
Yeah, help out Iron Chef Sakai, you piece of shit. That's not it. Where is I know you brought it up. Where the fuck is it? No.
Alright. To start, Iron Chef Sakai just gifted 5 subs. Board there. Because a lot of the people who are supporting on Kick haven't been around. Or when are you planning on playing? Which we are. It looks like I'm just calling you Liquid S. So this is the UF. How many credits? Grab it.
Oh my god, come on. Happy. Is this it? Maybe he's happy.
Contribution from Iron Chef Sakai. Happy birthday, dude.
Oh, happy birthday, dude. Oh my god. Okay, maybe this will get. Oh my god, come on. Ah. This is. Don't tell me it was unrecorded. If it was unrecorded, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. This is bullshit. Whatever. But you know what I mean. Like, he literally called him out and was like, so, yeah, each of the Sakai likes... You know what? Maybe if I put in rewards. Maybe that will get it. Rewards. No! Oh my god, come on! This is pissing me off! Come on, I don't know why. Maybe that will get it. Because it's recent. It should be somewhat recent. I don't know what... mermaids. Oh my god, that's not what I was looking for. Oh my god, don't... Okay, maybe don't ask me why. Oh my god. But you know what? I want to see something. Iron Chef Sakai. Alright, let's go to... this.
To Iron Chef Sakai. Congrats, Iron Chef Sakai, on the gifted membership. Thank you to Big Ocho. Okay.
Oh,
I received
Iron Chef Sakai, thank you.
Fringe Gone that I didn't pick up. Iron Chef Sakai, thank you for your membership there. I appreciate it.
Oh, man. Going back and listening to, like, Iron Chef Sakai stuff is kind of funny.
Iron Chef Sakai.
It's always funny when he, like, bans a whale, and then you go back to watch him talk to the whales. It's always funny. No, I did the wrong button. Oh, well. I can always open it again.
Iron Chef Sakai has tipped me $100 and says hyper-powered ping pong balls. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. But, Iron Chef Sakai, thank you. I hope this is all serious. Because, I mean, you've been around. I saw you around for like a week or so, right? But I haven't really seen you do any significant contributions. This is huge. I mean, it's a ginormous
Wow, what is this?
Enormous contribution. It's very, very generous, and I really appreciate it. So obviously, I hope it's real.
I hope it's real.
Let me actually...
I hope it's real. Oh, you know what? I just think I should try to charge back everything. Fuck it, go out, man.
Okay, so this is correct.
This is correct. Okay, I hope this is for real.
People don't need you around doing that shit. So should I just demod you and take you out now? Or are you gonna actually like cut?
But yeah, it's like this dude is like yells at everyone else for being pussies and not like coming at him with issues. And Iron Chef's the guy did that, and look what he got. Look what he got in response. An angry piggy, because it's like, well, I'm streaming and this and that. But you know what? This was instigated by DSP in a way. Like, think about the chain of events. DSP sees a name in chat that should be banned. Now, instead of just being the adult in the situation, it is banning the account himself and moving on, and just that's that. Instead, just he highlights that's around, and I don't know if he banned him or waited, but he like just announced that the name was there, then decided to go after Iron Chef Sakai after that. Talk for like 30 minutes to him. Like, come on.
The shit. If you're just gonna sit here and whine like a little fucking bitch for 20 fucking minutes about stuff, the moderation's this, the moderation's that, the moderation... Are you watching the fucking stream? No, you're here to bitch. So get the fuck out. I'll ban you myself. Stupid little whiny baby. Suck my dick. Seriously. Now I can concentrate on the game again. It's the holiday season. You're acting like an idiot. Like, what is your problem?
Holiday season. I will say, I'm low-key kind of happy and kind of surprised we have not gotten any, like... Because last year, when it was like, guys, it's the Christmas season. It's a season where everyone wants to be giving and this and that. Like, he was, like, focused on that, and he hasn't done that this year. And I kind of wonder if he, like... realize he's annoying.
Can I continue with my work now? Can I do my job? Or do you have to act like a 5-year-old? Like, really? I want to know what's going on that you're doing this publicly and acting like a jerk.
I love that he's like, that Iron Chef Sakai is acting like a 5-year-old. When DSP is the one, if you just go back like a minute, he literally is the one that called him out. Literally. And he didn't have to. He could have just banned the name himself and moved on with his life. It's that DSP stopped what he was doing and wanted to have a little argument with his pay pig.
Like, listen, if you guys don't believe me, and you're wondering what he's saying, just so everyone knows, because I know I have people on YouTube that aren't in the Kick chat, here's what Iron Chef Sakai just said. He says, you ready? I could tip this man $1,000. He wouldn't give a fuck. He'd be like, now can we hit the $1,500 goal?
But you know what? That's literally what he did. Guys, we hit We hit tier 1. We hit $150. Guys, if we hit $300, we'll get another goal set. And then we'll get even closer to the DSP tries it. Guys, he does that all the time. And he's like, wow, ironchef Sakai thinks that I do that? You've done it for a week! And there was, like, what, a week ago? Maybe 2 weeks ago or whatever. He was like, guys, we have, like, $150, $151. Let's get $155. Make that a round number. Guys, let's get $160 so we can, like, get a round number. Guys, I know we don't like it when we're like this. Let's get to $100, guys. Come on, guys. Let's do this. That's what he does. But since ironchef Sakai is being negative, we have to, like, downplay the way he's been, like, begging, basically. Oh, and I don't do that. Get out of here.
That might be true. So if you have a problem with me, why are you my moderator? Why are you in the chat?
If you have a problem with me, why are you a moderator? Why? So, again, this dude is like, I'm open to criticism. Guys, if you have a problem with me, talk to me. Don't go to trolls. Don't be mad at me. Just talk to me. And ironchef Sakai is like, at this point, talking to him about the problem, and DSP just doesn't want to hear it because it's at an inconvenient time. Now, if you just use your big boy brain, DSP, you'd probably realize, this guy who's a mod is, like, kind of, like, upset. Well, instead of derailing my stream, I will just DM him or whatever. I mean, it would be kind of silly, I guess, but, you know, the thing is, knowing DSP, he'd probably announce it so it would be even weirder. Because DSP can't just be normal. Like, if he wants to DM ironchef Sakai to talk about this, he'll literally say, okay, or in the future, any other mod, okay, mod, I'm gonna DM you so you can talk to me if you have a problem with me, okay? And then that would just make it seem very weird. And then people are gonna be more inquisitive if he just didn't say anything and didn't act weird about it, and then just did it on his own like an adult. You know, this could have been avoided. But this dude just can't do it. It's impossible for him.
Why are you saying toxic things? You're the one who's making the bad environment for the community right now. You're also in there complaining constantly. Oh, I don't like React content. Oh, I don't like political content. Oh, I don't like the game he's playing. So leave.
So then, like, he'll leave. And then DSP is going to sit there and be like, guys, where are the mods? I'm going to get a mod here. Mods, clean this up. And you know this? I have said this all the time about his fucking mods, right? The ones that pay. All of the whales that have become mods have always lowered their, like, contribution. They either like walk back their contribution, or they slowly just start, like, not giving a fuck about their job, basically. And it's like, you know, like, come on. Oh shit, near.
Drama. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
If you're not here for the game, leave. You understand you're an adult. You have freedom to do whatever you want. Really, you understand that, right? You don't have to be on someone's stream and watch content you don't like. Sitting around whining and fucking complaining about it is immature, and it just brings...
But, again, like, Jade does this too, but I guess in Jade's defense, he kind of does it once and then he leaves. And that's it. But it's still kind of complaining. But Jade kind of has the excuse, to be honest. Because he does it like, he would say, me no like this, and then leave. And that's fine. Because at least he's just saying, me no like this, and not like, whining nonstop, sitting there, I think. But maybe he has done that a few times. But regardless, it could be more palatable, I guess, in comparison. But why does he yell at Jade about this? In fact, but in actuality, when Jade doesn't like something, DSP will also not like something. Because he agrees with Jade sometimes. Jade gets to control the streams in weird, like, adjacent ways. Like, not fully, he can't get DSP to stop playing a game, but he can get DSP to, like, not like a game almost. Or not be favorable to it.
Down the whole community. So if you don't want to be here, leave. Get it?
Get it? Dude, I'm telling you, this get it is like a DSPism he just created. I hate it so much.
This
Get
is
it?
not like
Get it?
rocket science. Really, it's not. It doesn't take high levels of human intelligence and comprehension to understand. If you don't like content, don't stick around for it. You know who I am. You know the content I make. I announced for ages I was going to do this long form react. If you don't like it, why are you here? If you don't like me, why are you supporting me? Can you explain? Can anyone explain this kind of weirdo behavior? Listen, I'm going to go live and talk insane shit about you if you try anything. What are you talking about?
What is if you try anything? So what does that mean? Honestly, like DSP should be like kind of laughing at this. I'm gonna go live and talk some insane shit about you if you try anything. Like, what are you gonna do, man? Like, no, like, what? Like, the only way for Iron Chef to do anything is if he had some like crazy receipts, which he obviously doesn't because he wasn't in DSP's Discord at all. So, like, he did, like, man, Iron Chef Sakai is such a little bitch. Look at this guy, man. So, he never got invited to the Discord because Iron Chef Sakai said so on his little, like, a little baby stream he did. And he was like, I never got to his Discord. I was trying to, and he didn't let me in. Or whatever the fuck. And he just couldn't, like, continue his own LARP long enough to, like, get in. So that's kind of funny. Secondly, he couldn't get in, so he had nothing material to even like throw at him. So honestly, DSP had all the cards, and Iron Chef Sakai had nothing, and all he was going off of was, I hope the trolls give me attention or love me. But the trolls have been dogging on Iron Chef Sakai for like forever. So this dude was in a lose-lose situation, and it was so stupid. He, like, man, this dude is so goofy as fuck, man. He couldn't even do his own like op correctly, and then he couldn't get into his Discord. That's like, I'm gonna talk insane shit about you, and all it was there's a clip on his own channel, and I highly recommend it because I watched it. It was very telling. Where Iron Chef Sakai kind of said that he doesn't have any friends and he's lonely. And that explains a lot about DSP's viewers, because that's what they are. Honestly, I feel that a lot of DSP's fans are lonely people, which explains a lot, and why they take a lot of the abuse that DSP throws at them, because they're lonely people. So there you go. An army of lonely dents, which is kind of sad. Honestly, that they find this guy so enjoyable to watch. It's sad and funny at the same time. It's kind of fucked. But that's DSP for you. That's his content, and it explains a lot. And it's also telling when DSP says that his trolls are the lonely wretches, the ones that don't have any friends or whatever the fuck. And everyone that watches DSP, one way or another, are lonely people. I mean, look at Darziak. Darziak has a lot of weird fucking fetishes and weird things he's into, and he's sitting there doing a whole ass Mass Effect playthrough for the Throwback channel. That's DSP's community right there. I never would have guessed that a streamer would have someone do that for someone. Like, that is crazy.
I swear, is it just me, or do some of the most unhinged people on the internet tend to gravitate towards me? Right? Like, what is going on right now?
What's going on right now? What is happening?
I'm lost. What exactly?
I love that DSP has these little windows of clarity almost, where he starts to notice that a lot of people who like watch DSP in any angle, be it trolling or whatever, have a degree of unhinged personality or behavior, at least to a degree. I think more so towards people who are fans of DSP are a little bit more unhinged. Not a little bit, mostly are unhinged. Who love DSP than the people who dislike him. Like the most I've seen who like are, to say like there's a lot of people who dislike DSP, for example, that I may not agree with like 100% on a lot of stuff. Like people don't agree with me either, and that's fine. Like, but these disagreements are like stuff I can understand naturally, just like talking to anyone else. But then you go to DSP's community, and all of the people who love DSP are just like, they're either Jade, Derek, Darziak, or whatever. Like, dude, Popsicola, when he was a mod, posted like furry porn in his chat by accident. Fucking furry porn.
What did I do to piss off this guy at all? I did nothing wrong. I did absolutely nothing wrong. I did everything right. Now,
what did I do to piss off this guy? Dude, this is kind of why I wanted to find that clip. Someone knows, you know what I'm talking about. He was playing, I think it was Coin Game. I'm pretty sure it's Coin Game. And he was discussing, like, giving people who paid $20 some kind of reward or whatever the fuck. And ironchef Sakai was like, well, what about me, man? And DSP just said, like, well, I can give you, ironchef Sakai likes watching me put on clothes or whatever. And then ironchef Sakai's like, bruh, you're making me sound hella gay right now. And it's like, this guy, and that's kind of like, you know, embarrassing in a way. Like, he's kind of like insinuating a lot of weird shit about ironchef Sakai, almost unprovoked during this time. But DSU was like kind of like seething about ironchef Sakai complaining, and instead of like trying to talk to him, he just ignored him and hoped that he'd get reprogrammed. And you'll see in this clip, DSP is trying to reprogram ironchef Sakai to go back to being passive and being subservient to Phil.
every day he's in my chat and he's saying toxic things about the content. He's bringing down the vibes of the chat. People are bringing it up to me saying, what is up with this guy? You made him a mod and now he's acting this way. I don't know. I literally don't know. I don't know what this guy's problem is. I wish I knew. I don't personally know every person. That's the thing. So I try to be nice. You know, it's the holiday season. I'm like, maybe just this guy's.
If you're trying to be nice, no one like says, I'm trying to be nice. And being nice doesn't necessarily mean you're ignoring and letting things slide. Like, because arguably, that's not nice. Because this person is clearly having issues with you, and you're ignoring it and letting him continue to like be negative, and you're not like talking to him. That's not really being nice. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like he's not really he didn't want to communicate with ironchef Sakai about anything about this wave of negativity that ironchef Sakai was having, and instead he decided to let it bottle it up and wait until now to let it out. That this guy has been bringing down the vibe. Why did this guy talk to him like before? Or you could say like, ironchef Sakai, if you don't like it, I mean, you don't have to be here. I'm sorry you don't like it, but I find this interesting or whatever, and leave it at that. Instead, he's like, he decided to mock him for not modding a name, and then he like transitioned into saying he doesn't have to be here. But dude, your initial problem was that he wasn't modding, not that he shouldn't be here.
Stressed out, right? Maybe there's something going on personally. Who knows, right?
So you're not gonna
ironchef Sakai says, do a poll. Ask the people if they want to watch this shit about little kids and pedos. ironchef Sakai, if they don't want to.
I love that. You know, DSP could reasonably do a poll and then like, well, honestly, would it be a fair poll? You know, a lot of people are like, yeah, you should do a poll, but think about it though, right? He does a poll. would the trolls be inclined to say, yes, I'm interested in this, or to say no? Because it would be funnier to say no. Because you'll be teaming up with ironchef the guy, and then you're gonna be like making DSP the bad guy, I guess. So it automatically kind of would not be a valid poll, honestly. To be kind of fair about doing a poll on the internet, because it wouldn't be fair. This would actually be a poll that would be infiltrated by trolls, honestly. In all reality, it would be rigged by trolls. So, but DSP didn't say that. He just said, "Well, then leave. You know, they don't have to sit to watch or whatever," and that's fine. But I just want everyone to remember this part.
Watch it, they don't have to be here, right? I've got pretty decent viewership. On Kick, we got about the usual 50 viewers we get. On YouTube, I've got between 250 to 300 viewers, which is decent. Some games I get more, some games I get less than that. This is more viewership than I've had for a few different things that I've done this week. So obviously there's desire for it. This is interesting to me. I'm actually enjoying learning about this guy who I knew nothing about.
So this is also kind of like silly too. He's saying this when after he watched this react, he was like, "Well, you know, it has nothing to do with me," and he kind of said it wasn't that interesting because it had nothing to do with him. And he's telling us now he was interested in it during him watching it. Wow, man, it's almost like this guy's disingenuous. Who would have guessed? Oh man, you know what's funny? So here's this bathtub Ross. We're gonna do a little derailment here, because ever since then he keeps calling it bathtub Rob, and then you go to his little video, and guess what? Where is it? Bathtub Rob, but it's bathtub Ross. Oh man, this thumbnail's trash. But guys, remember, he doesn't have thumbnails with him making silly faces. Man, look at, like, he made so many fucking, oh my god, I'm like going too far all over the place, but he made so many clips about the fucking Jordan Neely shit. It's fucking crazy. Dude's crazy. Dude, it's nuts, man. And I hate these fucking food thumbnails. Why didn't it go to the channel? Why is it showing me this? Did they change? Oh, I do these reacts. But yeah, look at these fucking thumbnails. They all suck ass. But look at the one for Popeyes. Look at the Popeyes thumbnail. It's him sucking on the chicken. Oh man, great.
About. So why are you here to derail the stream?
Why are you here?
Right? Like, and by the way, you can tell I'm just being chill. Like, I'm not even upset. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I need an explanation of why people behave like this.
I'm chill, man.
Right? So,
Right?
so ironchef Sakai, are you just trying to get attention for yourself? Is that what it is? Like you're bored and you want attention? That you're acting like this? Because again, normal people, okay, this person's not doing something that I like. I just won't go to that stream, right? Or, well, I don't like this person anymore, right? So I think what we'll do, you know, I'll tell him I don't want to mod for him anymore. I'm not going to contribute to him anymore. I'm going to move on, right?
Right.
Yeah, but Rare Tricks, you understand the reason I said that to him is because he's literally a mod and he's not doing his job. Someone right next to his statement, so you know he's acting.
But again, like, so, and this also shows that, like, he had no other way to talk to ironchef Sakai when, you know, he could have found other ways to talk to him, right? Like, if you didn't want ironchef Sakai in his little precious Discord, you know, you know what? He should make mock Discord channels. That's what he should do. You know what? That's what he should do, honestly. He should just make mock, like, fake Discord channels for mods. So, like, it's like, the real mods, the ones that he really trusts, have, like, one Discord channel. Then he makes another one for, like, people like ironchef Sakai that he doesn't trust all the way to put him in the main Discord channel. But he's in this other Discord channel. So that way, like, if he leaks stuff, it's like, hey, this isn't the real mod. This isn't the real mod channel, guys. This is the fake one. This is the dummy channel. But this guy could have easily just DM'd him on Discord, I guess, and just talked to him. But instead, he had to do it on stream.
Active in the chat.
And
is
by the way, this dude probably didn't want to do that because he didn't want to leak DMs. What would the DMs be? He's gonna be telling him, "Hey, why didn't you ban Panda Lee is hotter in chat or whatever the fuck?" Like, that's not gonna be a I can't believe DSP said that in a DM or anything. Like, yeah, ironchef the guy could show that DM, I guess, and it will just be like, okay, yeah, that's. But man, he just didn't want to do it. He didn't want to have anything for this guy to have, even if it's literally nothing. It's so weird.
is spamming the name of my ex-girlfriend, is saying insulting things, and he's ignoring it. He's not moderating. Instead, he's sitting here saying, wow, I don't like this. I don't like this stream. I don't like this content. So why are you here?
But you know what's just funny though is he said this, but like Iron Chef Sakai did say, "Am I supposed to ban bad names?" And DSP could say yes, and then go from there. But whatever, he can't communicate. He can't communicate with people.
No, I didn't ignore the chat for 20 minutes. You guys aren't talking to me. You're just sitting there, like, you know, not really talking to me at all about anything. You're here on a stream of me playing an indie game that's a card game. And then you come here and people are like, well, I wonder if I can contribute to get Phil to change the game. No. Why did you come to the stream of the card game if you're not interested in the card game? Right? Like, why are you here? You knew what I was playing. The stream has been listed all week. It says it on the stream. So why come and be like, maybe I could contribute to get him to change the game? No.
No. No, no, no.
And if that's all you're going to talk about, then leave.
Leave.
You don't have to be here. You don't have to be here and force yourself to watch the card game you're not interested in. Really.
Really?
You can leave. It's okay.
For real?
Why? I mean, I want an answer. Why would you
Why?
be here for content you don't like? He says, I could care less. I came for the video games, not bullshit drama you say isn't drama, but it is drama. This is the first React content I have done in months. I haven't done a long form React since August.
Oh, man.
I haven't done any kind of drama content consistently at all. And by the way, you
I banned him. I can't just ban someone for having a bad names. I mean, that's kind of a dumb statement to say. Yeah, you can. DSP literally said, ban people with names regarding my ex. Literally, like, come on. Iron Chef's the guy, get real. Like, I love that, like, Iron Chef's the guy wanted to be a mod, but again, this is what I've been saying about the way DSP mods people. He mods the wrong people all the time. Like, to even bring up Derek as an example, because Derek is an easy example to bring up, to be honest. When he first started streaming on YouTube and we got all these Derek impersonators, right? Would have made sense to mod the real Derek. That way, DSP will know, hey, that's actual Derek. And secondly, Derek would have been able to ban all these Derek memes that DSP wouldn't know about. So, but instead, he's like, well, Derek doesn't want a mod. I'm not going to mod him. Whatever. Instead, he mods people who give him a lot of money, which, like, any streamer would probably tell you that's not who you should mod. because a lot of times, people just want to get mod ship for the badge and the honor or whatever the fuck, or just, like, the attention, basically. And it's like, you should really just mod someone that shows up to every stream and you have a good like back and forth with or whatever, like someone that you trust. And if they slowly start turning on you, just remove their mod shit before anything bad can happen, I guess. But it's really up to like who you trust to mod. Like, there are people like, you know, there's people who don't show up to my streams on Twitch anymore for many reasons. I don't really care. That used to be mods. I'm like, okay, well, you know, they're not gonna show up. That's fine. I'm not gonna like hold them to it. But I would notice someone else has been in my chat like every stream is like, you know what, this guy could be a mod. He's here like, you know, for a while, and I've seen him always show up, so I can mod him, and maybe this person could also help out. Whatever. It's not like I'm sitting there like, wow, this guy is sucking my dick. Mod ship. It's really just like you have to find someone you trust. But DSP is a bad judge of character. He can't judge a character for his life. Like he could be led astray so easily, and he thinks that like if someone gives him a lot of money that shows commitment. No, it doesn't. Like, come on.
sit around during most of my gameplay streams and complain about those too. I'm not making it up. Like, this is true. What are you talking about? Again, there's no justification for the way you're behaving. You're a moderator. All right. So you
There's
can
no
either say,
justification.
okay, I get it.
But he's like asking him, what's his deal? He's like, well, I don't like this content. There's no justification. That's his opinion, though. He doesn't like the content. He's like, then why don't you leave? What if he just likes watching you, though? He likes watching your content, but he doesn't like this. He's like, well, he also complained about the gameplay. He doesn't like the certain games. It's not that he hates gameplay altogether. He just doesn't like some of the games you've been playing. But it's like, obviously, like, yeah, you can't, like, the mod can't expect that DSP is going to play exactly everything that he wants either. But the problem here is that DSP has created the monster. Go back to the indie stream marathon that he did. Not the marathon, but he did the, when he did, Killer Frequency, Coin Game, and Balatro. Was it 3 or 4? Whatever, those indie games. He literally he was considering going back to Balatro, I think, or whatever. And then Ironchef Sakai said, like, no, play Coin Game. And he's like, okay, I'll play Coin Game, Ironchef Sakai. And then Ironchef Sakai, like, wailed out for it. And then, a few days later, I don't remember when it was, but he literally called out Ironchef Sakai and said, okay, Ironchef Sakai, if I play Coin Game this week, will you be there? Will you show up? He called him out and asked him that. And I think he even said, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure DSP also said that if I do Coin Game, you're going to show up and support, right? Ironchef Sakai, you're going to do that, correct? And there you go.
If I don't like the content you're making right now, I'm not going to come to that stream because it bothers me too much, and I just sit there and I'm toxic in the chat. So I'll stop coming to those streams, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and say insulting things about Phil, like he doesn't care if people contribute. Of course I do. It's my living. I'm so grateful for the insane amount of positivity I've had thrown my way this year.
Thank you.
This dude got like all these like triple digit tips. Wow, you're grateful. It's so easy to be appreciative when you're getting the money you want, right? If this dude got $8, ended the stream, he wouldn't be grateful. Again, later that day, he ended with like $30, and he was not grateful for that. This dude, man.
Thank you for helping me.
Why would you say that except you're being a toxic jerk? He goes, oh, I've pulled you through so many streams. I'm not going to back down. So now you're saying,
I'm not
I
gonna
just want to
back
get this straight.
down.
This is all unfolding publicly. So now you're saying
I'm not gonna back down.
that because you contributed financially to me, that you can do whatever you want. That's what you literally just said.
He just said he's not gonna. He didn't say that he feels like he can do whatever he wants. He just says he's not gonna back down from what he thinks. He's speaking up. I mean, still, it's kind of dented. I mean, some of the stuff the Ironchef the guy has been saying is it is kind of stupid what he's saying. If you just think about it, like when you stand back and like just look at what he's saying and all this stuff as a mod for DSP, it is kind of stupid. But on the other hand, DSP created the monster. He created Ironchef Sakai to be who he is.
I contributed to you. I don't get it. I can't just be toxic and I can't derail your streams and I can't complain about every piece of content that you make.
And then look at this. I'm done going on about this. I'm not. Oh my god. He went from I'm not gonna back down to I'm done going on about this. Oh my god, man! Like I these people, man. They get this like segment from DSP, right? And he's not going, and he suddenly just was like, okay, I'm done. I give up. Meanwhile, he just said he's not gonna back down. Why not? Why say you're done now? At this point, this has been going on for like 8 minutes in this fucking segment, and now Ironchef the guy's like, I'm done. I'm done going on about this. Like, if I was Ironchef the guy at this point, I would just keep going. Fuck it. Fuck this guy, right? If this guy's saying this shit, I would keep going. Because you're already going to be banned anyway, you might as well keep going. And just say whatever. If you're going to do this shit, just keep going. Like, so many people just stop short of like of what they're doing too early.
No, you can't. No, you
And
fuckhead.
then he says like ban me. And guess what DSP does? He doesn't ban him because he's hoping that eventually Iron Chef Sakai is gonna relapse. And honestly, he probably will let him back in. I guarantee you, within a year, let's say, if Iron Chef Sakai decides that he's lonely enough, he'll go back to DSP, and DSP will gladly open his arms for him again. I guarantee it.
Being a contributor doesn't make you above the rules. Everyone still needs to enjoy the content, and if you're
at this point, I think if Iron Chef Sakai does go back to the pig pen, it will be the funniest thing, and it will make both of them look like little bitches, honestly. Because that has happened before. Like Swaggins. DSP and Swaggins both had their big, like, moment of, like, fuck this guy. And then they both, like, made out again. And they both love each other again. And now Swaggins doesn't show up because because, you know, it's Swaggins, you know?
the reason that you're bringing it down and adding toxicity to it, you need to be called
honestly,
out.
What other mods does DSP have now? Like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Eternal Napalm's still a mod, but does he even show up? I don't know, probably. And, what's his name? Darziak. I think those are the only 2 months he has left.
Oh.
And I guarantee this guy's gonna cope saying he loves his mods. He doesn't need any more mods. No need for mods, perfect mods, etc., etc. And then, like, a month after saying that, he'll look for more mods.
Exactly, Ponage 101. He goes, what the fuck's going on? This is supposed to be a react stream. I know.
Oh, yeah, Ponage
and
is
I
another
literally
mod.
can't even.
I can have a fucking opinion. That's the point. Finally, Iron Chef Sakai made sense. Finally, he said something that actually is pretty reasonable. Because honestly, at the end of the day, I think the only thing Iron Chef Sakai said that's kind of dumb is questioning what to do as a mod when it's like DSP tells you what to do as a mod like every day. Like if you're a mod for DSP, you shouldn't be questioning what you're like. The only time you should be questioning what you should be moderating is if it's something like obtuse, like Subaru. Like, why would I ban that? What's wrong with saying Subaru? Then I can understand if you're questioning that part. But if it's like Panda Lee is hotter than Cat, I don't think a DSP mod should be saying, should I ban that? Huh? But that's the only thing about Iron Chef Sakai's chat posts are kind of like, I don't know what he's going on about. But when it came to like criticizing the stream that DSP is doing, that is reasonable. And you don't have a reason. There's no reasonable excuse to be shitting on the streams you're watching. But you're asking him why he's upset, and he's telling you he doesn't like the stream, and he thinks that no one cares. And DSP's saying, well, I have viewers. Obviously, people care. He then says, well, then why not do a poll? And then he's getting mad about that. But that's him having an opinion. And this is him trying to delegitimize, invalidate. I guess invalidate is a better word. Invalidate Iron Chef Sakai's opinion because he doesn't like the opinion. But then why did he ask then, dude? Okay.
Do my work because this guy is derailing everything and being toxic and negative, right? I just don't get it.
I just want everyone to just remember, this started by him just saying, why aren't you moderating? And then, like, honestly, I don't even remember how we transitioned from, dude, delete that account name, into talking about him being whining about all his streams. Because literally he was like, you should be banning that account. And then he asked, should I be banning bad names? And he could say yes. And then that's it. But he got so fixated on Iron Chef Sakai not liking the stream, and it's like, you know, and then he's like, well, then leave. Okay. You know, you could just say, then why didn't you leave it at that? But then we just keep going.
I'm lost. Can anyone make any sense of this? Like, what am I supposed to do? You have someone who's a
What am I supposed to do? This dude is like a 16-year content creator, right? And he has had rogue mods before. He literally had rogue mods before. And you would think, right? You know, I said this about every trouble that comes across his way, because in some way or another, he has faced this problem before, and yet he always acts dumbfounded. What are the copyrights? What is it supposed to do? And then he resolves it magically. He gets a rogue mod. What am I supposed to do? DSP, you had this problem before. He has had this problem happen to him before. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Okay, this started. Iron Chef Sakai just said blatantly, am I supposed to ban bad names? And he could say yes. Then, if he's like, why are you complaining about watching this stream? Why don't you leave? He's like, well, this content sucks. Blah, blah, blah. He could just say, well, I'm enjoying it, and there are other people who are enjoying the stream. So, if you don't like it, then why don't you just leave? And then that's it. Or he could just not pay attention to it. But if it's such a big problem, he could just tell Iron Chef to leave, or he could just ignore it. Then if other streamers are getting annoyed by it, then he just say like, guys, I'm trying to watch this. I don't know. He has to be somewhat reasonable, but this isn't the way. And then to say, what am I supposed to do? Like a helpless little baby. You're 40 years old, man.
contributor who wanted to be a moderator. I made him a moderator, and it seems like ever since I did, all they do is complain about my content.
Again, you shouldn't be moderating people who are wailing out, because it's very obvious they're doing it for attention. That's what's like so funny, that he keeps moderating these whales. But look what the whales get when they wail out, right? They get name recognition. People talk about them saving the streams. DSP is like on his knees for them immediately. So why would you moderate people that get off to all these things? Like, you're creating a contributor or a mod to have some kind of entitlement, and then you're mad when they feel entitled.
Sitting here complaining nonstop. Then they say, "Oh, I don't appreciate contributions." Can I work?
Again, this dude literally mocks people for not like, because let's say that Iron Chef Sakai just didn't address him at all and decided to make a video or make a tweet saying Phil is dumb and he is not appreciative of tips, right? Let's say Iron Chef Sakai did that. Guess what DSP would say? So guys, alright, okay, hello everyone, welcome to a fucking stream. I didn't want to do the stream, but I'm gonna have to, okay? Oh, hold on, let me get to full screen. Let's do full screen for this, okay? So I'm like sitting downstairs with my wife, right? Okay, and I open Twitter. I open X, okay, and I noticed that Iron Chef Sakai was like did a stream or something and said that I didn't appreciate tips, and he was like saying all kinds of nasty stuff. This guy's a little bitch. He didn't come to me to tell me that he didn't like my stuff. Instead, what did he do? Go to the fucking trolls. Because you know what? You know what Iron Chef Sakai was? He was a troll the whole time. That's what he would do. That's what he would have done. That's exactly what he would have done. If he went to oh my god. If he went to any other way to discuss his grievances about DSP, but instead, Iron Chef Sakai was on his stream and he talked about his grievances to DSP's face, and that's not good enough for DSP.
Work? Can I do my work, please? Or is this your personal?
Hold on,
sitting here complaining nonstop? Then they say, "Oh, I don't appreciate contributions." Can I work?
Just double your viewer spin.
I made him a moderator, and it seems like ever since I did, all they do is complain about my content. They're sitting here complaining nonstop. Then they say, "Oh, I don't appreciate contributions." Can I work? Can I do my work, please?
You played Coin Game and got like $450. Yeah.
Or is this your personal gripes room, right?
Oh, now it's his personal gripes room. Meanwhile, like again, DSP would have mocked Iron Chef Sakai if he complained about DSP in his own platform. So again, you can't win against DSP. DSP will always win.
No, real talk in general, I'm just tired of people complaining about everything I do. I am. I just want to be able to enjoy games like anyone else and not have a million people bitching that I did it wrong. I'm just tired of it. Why can everyone else play games that doesn't have to be fucking yelled at constantly? But
Oh man, this is... I don't know if I talked about this when he did this. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do a video on this, but I love that he thinks that he's the only one that people get mad at. I have heard so many people who have streamed Souls games or whatever that get annoyed when people go to their stream chat and like, you're not doing this correctly or whatever the fuck. I mean, this happens to people. It's just the internet. And those people probably just either ban them or move on.
I have to be yelled at. Oh, you did it wrong. You're doing this wrong.
I remember like someone got mad at me for grinding an SMT3 because he was like, well, you're gonna be over leveled, and I don't like seeing people over leveled in this game or whatever the fuck. I'm like, dude, these are like random encounters, and I also like I always think about this too because I'm always under leveled in RPGs. I always am. And I think if anything, I need to catch up sometimes with the experience. But I do appreciate the challenge of being under level sometimes, honestly. But I remember this guy yelling at me. I just literally told him, I don't know what to tell you. These are random encounters, man. I just do it. I just fight because it's easier to fight them than to run sometimes. I do try to run some fights. I'm like really trying to run for a saver. But I just remember this dude was like yelling at me about that. I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's random encounters.
I'm doing that wrong. What the fuck? Can I just play the game? I want to do a magic build, so I'm doing it. Okay? So people help me find a good item first. Great, I'm happy about that. But now, oh, you're not doing the boss, or immediately you're actually getting things to make it so that your flasks are worth using. Oh, fuck you. This is boring. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
And then he even says to me, well, go ahead. If you want to ban me, ban me. Like, you understand? All I want is logic, and you're not presenting any.
I just love he literally is asking DSP to ban him, and DSP doesn't want to do it because he wants to like do a last ditch effort to pignatize Iron Chef Sakai to come back, or that he doesn't want to ban him. What he wants is Iron Chef Sakai to leave, and then like he's gonna think right that Iron Chef Sakai is gonna like wake up the next morning and be like, I love Phil again. I love Philip and his content, and I shall give him all my money again. That's what DSP was hoping the whole time. That he'd just leave for the stream, come back, and continue being a drone for him. But since, it continued, he banned him.
Instead, you're saying, well, I contributed, so I should be able to do whatever I want. Ban me if you want. Why does this have to do with you?
What?
Right?
Wait, what?
Saying, well, I contributed, so I should be able to do whatever I want. Ban me.
He didn't say that. He said he's not gonna back down, which means that he's not gonna back down from what you're arguing with him about. See what I mean? That this dude either like he just can't read. He honestly just can't read. He doesn't know what words mean.
Me if you want. Why does this have to do with you?
Why does this have to do with you? DSP, you are arguing with Iron Chef Sakai over how he's acting. What?
Right?
Right?
Well, first off, I'm absolutely demodding you because you're not modding. You're sitting there. People are literally in the chat. All right. Basically saying my ex-girlfriend's name and shit, and you're doing nothing about it. So obviously I don't want you as a moderator, but why would I want you as a moderator in my chat if you're just going to sit there and ignore shit because you're complaining and having personal gripes about the content or whatever, And by the way, now I'm stuck, and now I can't even. I have to reopen the chat, right? Commentary, criticism, personal insights, and why does a Medicare doc have anything for content? Because Iron Chef Sakai had to make the entire thing about himself.
But you called him out. Go to the beginning of this clip. It starts off with him calling Iron Chef Sakai out. And he's like, why are you making it about yourself, man? This dude is insane. And this is like abuser tactics, by the way.
Right? Listen, he's still going. Why does a Medicare doc have anything to do with you? Because I'm reacting to it. When you react to content, you're supposed to be adding comment.
The thing that's like annoying about this, like the statement of like, yeah, you know, literally the documentary has nothing to do with him, and DSP can react to videos. Like he doesn't have to react to a video and make it about himself or whatever. But the problem with this is that he hyped this up, and even after this react was saying how like, oh, before he was reacting to it, he was like, well, this guy like insulted me, and I want to learn about him, and then like, and maybe he'll explain why he doesn't like me, and then after the react, it didn't mention me. Why didn't it mention me? He had me in his profile, and he didn't talk about me. So like this criticism kind of rings hollow. That he's just like, well, I'm reacting to it, but it's like, yeah, but you clearly wanted to be made about you, though. Like, that's all you talked about this. Like, when he hyped up reacting to this documentary, like, a portion of the hype was over how Medicare trolled DSP. Like, when he was mentioning that he was going to watch the June the King documentary about Medicare, he literally, like, he would say the title and say, right after that, he made fun of me, so maybe I'll learn about that, or whatever.
Commentary, criticism, personal insights, and find a way to relate it to you. That's the interesting part.
Wait,
what?
Because
I'm reacting to it. When you react to content, you're supposed to be adding commentary, criticism, personal insights, and find a way to relate it to you.
Find a way to relate it to you. Who said that about anything? I've never heard any. Like, the only way to say related about you, like, what context would that work? I think that only works mostly like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think that's a tactic you want to use if you're like trying to hold a conversation or like trying to make an example or an argument. I don't know. I don't know. It just, because the point is, when you're reacting to a video, you don't need to make it about you for you to understand what you're watching. Like, you know, I'm reacting to DSP doing this stuff, and I'm not sitting there like and making it about me. Because that wouldn't make sense. Because it's just giving insight or like criticism or whatever. Anyone can do that. I don't need to make it about me to criticize something. Like this, like that's just narcissism, plain and simple.
That's the interesting part. When you comment on something, you make it in relation to you. That's why people watch your react to it. I want to watch DSP watch the
No. The interact, he got that like, he took it too literally, I guess. Because it's just that people don't watch how other people react. Like, people don't want, okay, I'm gonna relate to myself, man. People would probably want to watch me react to like a Guilty Gear trailer. Like, if there's like a new character, like, I mean, this is gonna sound very self-important, which I don't take it that way, I guess. I don't know, whatever, fuck it. But if there was like when they released a new like character trailer for like Venom, that's coming out next, I think he's the next character in Strive. Reasonably, there may be people that would be curious as to my reaction to that, because it's like, well, this guy plays Guilty Gear a lot. What would he think about Venom? Because all people know about my opinion on Venom is that he's a very annoying character in Exard. I hate fighting him. So I'm kind of like dreading him being added to Strive, but at the same time, he may be watered down enough to not be annoying. So we'll see how he's gonna be in Strive. And that's kind of it. But I'm not gonna say like, okay, so like, if I was in Strive, right? If I was a Venom main, wow, like that'd be lame as fuck. I don't know.
documentary because he's going to have things to add from his perspective or compare it to something he's been through, and that's interesting. How do you not get that? I don't
It's
like
just the
seriously.
opinion.
What is with your brain, dude?
What's with your
I don't
brain?
even know how to fucking unmod someone. I don't even know how you do it.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't even know. I can't even do it. It's just invalid. No matter what I try, it's all invalid commands. What the hell is the fucking command to demod someone on Kick?
What's
At the very least, I'm not going to have you have moderator powers if you're not going to use them for the right reasons, and you're going to sit here and you're going to derail my content. Because it just misrepresents
So why don't you
me.
ban him?
I'm sorry.
Dude, he banned people for derailing his content before, and now he's just gonna unmod him and not ban him. Because he has to do the next thing. See, this is like strike one, right? But if this was anyone else, they'd just be banned. They may get a rant, but they'll just be banned immediately. But ironchef Sakai gave so much money to DSP that he will have to misbehave again on another stream to be banned. But he did because he pissed him off further in the same stream, so.
I'm in the dashboard. I don't know where the commands are in dashboard.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
I have no idea how to find it. Unmount in your chat window. I did that. It doesn't work. Navigate to the community.
Wait, what?
I don't even know what I'm doing.
I have no idea how to find it. Unmount in your chat
On mad?
window. I did that. It doesn't work. Navigate to the community section. Okay. Ah, thank you. There it is. Okay. Thank you for that, because I had no idea where the hell it was. Okay, now I know how to do that for the future. Again, first time I had to do that on Kick. I don't know why this guy's acting like this. No, Iron Chef Sakai, you see, that's the thing. I'm going to make it about you, because you did.
Dude, stop talking about me and start the fucking video. You're so old, you can't even figure shit out. Okay, that might be my favorite one. You're too old. You're so old you can't figure shit out. It is my favorite thing this dude has posted in forever. That is such a good burn. You're so old you can't figure shit out, man. And he's only what, like 40, 100 years old?
You're the one who acted like this in chat. You're the one who was toxic. You're the one who brought down my content. You're the one who derailed it. So now I'll make it all about you because that's what you wanted.
But, oh my god. Dude. This dude is insane. The chain of events, it will make you spin your head so fast. First, he calls Iron Chef Sakai for not modding. Then, he transitioned from that somehow to talk about how Iron Chef Sakai has been complaining about the content. Then, he complains about Iron Chef Sakai, saying that Iron Chef Sakai is making it about you. Wow. Then, Iron Chef Sakai is telling him, stop making it about me. Then he's like, well, no, you made it about you. But this all started because he called him out. And then, all Iron Chef said after he called him out was, do I have to ban the bad names? And DSP said, yes. And there you go. And the rest is just Iron Chef Sakai just saying he doesn't like the react. And DSP is mad that Iron Chef Sakai is saying that and not leaving. And DSP has had this rant about so many other people who stayed in their chat. And then he tells you, well, I'm open to opinions. But it depends on how he feels. Because again, it's a one-way street with him. You can only say you don't like the stream if DSP allows you to. But if it gets to the point where he just wants to just do his stream and has nothing else planned, he'll be a salty little baby about it. He hyped the stream up and it's so far gone, he can't just drop it to do something else. Unless it's something that he doesn't enjoy. But he wants to watch this because I don't know if it's gonna be. I was debating doing a video on this. I don't know if he uploaded this part of the react. So I'll have to. I may wait until next week to do a video on it. But I'll just say it here. When he got to the end and it talked about like Medicre's health and this and that, I kind of honestly felt DSP wanted to watch this whole documentary so he could virtue signal and use Jim as a prop to make himself look good. You know, like, it was a vanity thing. Oh my god, Jim had to show evidence that he had cancer. This is disgusting. Fuck these people, whatever the fuck. And it's like, of course, you could feel like awful that Jim had to do that. Sure, I mean, who wouldn't say that, or who wouldn't feel, or who wouldn't feel that way, whatever. But it kind of rings disingenuous from DSP when he has used other people's circumstance to prop himself up all the time. Again, this dude could be genuine all he wants and no one will believe him. This is why, like, he's so far gone with, like, apologizing that he could say sorry and mean it and I wouldn't believe him. So he could be genuine about all this about Medicare. It just rings hollow for me, and it's like I don't think this guy's being serious. Like, why would I take what needs to be said about this seriously? It's because, like, optically, yeah, no one's gonna sit there and say, yeah, fuck people with cancer. Like, no one's gonna say that. And come out the good guy. So why would DSP be critical of anything? Which is why, like, he allowed Mr. Medicare to get away with a lot of the trolling he has done towards DSP because of that. Which, go watch a BoJack Horseman episode. This will summarize kind of what I'm getting at in a way, where BoJack is, like, trying to make a point that just because someone joined the army doesn't mean that they're great people, whatever. The Seal McSeal incident, basically. And that's kind of like, you gotta have that approach towards anyone. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna, like, overlook people's flaws or criticisms because of their circumstance. I guess I'll criticize them. I can feel bad for, their situation and all that, but, I'm not gonna, like, overlook their flaws or whatever. And you could have that opinion too. But DSP is such a he is the kind of guy that if you have cancer and let's say you're a shitty person, he will just overlook it because you have cancer. That's the kind of guy that DSP is. He will just look over anything and not be critical if depending on the life situation that he feels sorry for. That's kind of the kind of guy DSP is. He has no critical thought. So there you go. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to come off insensitive about it, but that's what I'm trying to get at. That DSP is the kind of guy that wouldn't have that kind of critical thinking about anyone. Because you could say, like, oh, I don't like Medicare for X, Y, and Z, and still feel bad that he has cancer. You can have any opinion about that. I mean, it's just you could be critical on whatever, That's what I'm getting at. But DSP is not the kind of guy to do that. So there you go. That's what I'm getting at.
Right? It's obvious.
So that's why he wanted to stick with this documentary, because he wanted to use Medicare as a prop to make him look good. So we could brag about, yeah, man, Mr. Medicare, he did this, man, and, like, he has cancer, man. I feel so bad. So forever, Jim will just be a little toy for DSP to bring up from time to time. That's what DSP is going to use Medicare for. And that's honestly why it's really funny that Medicare did not do the interview, because it was very obvious he was doing that to brag. And it was not a sincere interview. All his other interviews have all been insincere vanity projects of rehabilitating his image. And that's all it would have been if he got Medicare on. And Medicare should never go on. And I don't think he is. I mean, obviously Medicare doesn't care, and he's already moving on with his life. And that's what he should do, because no one should give DSP the opportunity to use them as a little prop for their own little image. So there you go. There's that.
The chat for days.
And the other thing is, I also bring this up. I didn't do that. I should have started with the pre-stream, but I didn't. There was a part in that podcast that I kind of feel goes a little unlooked. There's a part, because I think a lot of people misunderstood what he was saying, but I kind of want to go back and listen because I'm pretty sure, I'm 99% sure, DSP said that, because it brings up a Christmas Miracle. Now, naturally, you'd think, okay, Christmas Miracle is talking about a Christmas Miracle of Medicare getting better. No, that's not the Christmas Miracle he's talking about. The Christmas Miracle that DSP is talking about is that Mr. Medicare would be on his show. That's the Christmas Miracle. And I'm just here like, that's the Christmas Miracle for you? Jeez.
Every piece of content I put out. So I'll make it all about you because that's what you wanted. That's obviously what you were going for. So now you've got your time in the sun. How does it feel? That's the question. How does it feel to have the spotlight on you, which is what you wanted all along, right? Because now I think you're realizing, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done this, right? So now for the record, feel to have the spotlight on you, which is
listen to this. Listen to this.
What you wanted all along.
This is DSP using this as a punishment tactic. He's using like, listen to this. And again, this is another instance where where he was like like the super crazy incident where he sent a strike to him and says, okay, I think he learned his lesson, so I rescinded the strike. It's that kind of instance,
right? Because now I think you're realizing, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done this.
So this is all performative. This whole thing, this rage DSP did, this whole thing was all an act to put pressure on Iron Chef Sakai to go back to being subservient. That's what this was for. He just said, because that's why he said that. That's why he said, well, so after I made it about you, you realized, oh shit, you should have done that, right? So like he did that so that as like a little like slap on the wrist for Iron Chef Sakai, which is very positive and cool,
right?
And it makes DSP seem like a cool guy, right? You just want after watching this, you definitely want to be a mod for him because he'll use you as an example. He'll shame you in hopes that you will just like back down and then be his little bitch again, because he does that to so many people. And they all take it. They all take it because, as I said, they're lonely people. And he takes advantage of that all the time.
So, now for the record, Iron Chef Sakai is demodded on Kick. And if he continues to act the way he's acting, he's going to catch a fucking ban like anyone else would. All right?
Oh my god.
So, now for the record, Iron Chef Sakai is demodded on Kick. And if he continues to act the way he's acting, he's...
This is like a school teacher rant. This is what school teachers do. Like, I brought you to the front of the classroom, and I lectured you, and now you're gonna behave. Like, see, this dude doesn't need a kid, because he sees his whole audience as kids. Again, he says that his audience are a bunch of adults, and this and that, but if you're, like, in your 20s, and someone's talking to you like this, you're not gonna, like, take this dude seriously at all, and you're gonna be like, fuck this guy. Because... no one wants to be talked to as a kid as an adult. Like, you're not going to feel that way. So, like, again, if you're just an outsider and you just go to this guy's stream and you see a dude talking to his audience like this, you're going to be like, wow, this guy is a piece of shit.
He's going to catch a fucking ban like anyone else would. Right.
You're the one that played Coin Game just for me and basically made me contribute that when you said you would never do that to your audience. And that's true. Again, this is what I brought up earlier. I'm pretty sure, I'm positive. Someone please say in the comments if you remember this. If you have a clip, bonus points. But I'm pretty sure this dude literally told Iron Chef Sakai, are you going to be there when I do Coin Game this week? And are you going to support it? I'm pretty sure he said that to him. And he's going to say that never happened. But it happened. I know it definitely happened in the that Sunday indie stream where he said like, okay, if I do Coin Game, you're gonna like be here, right? Or whatever the fuck, right?
All right, get the fuck out. Now you're just full of shit.
Get the fuck
like,
out.
What a fucking loser. He says, oh, you played Coin Game just to make me contribute. Go fuck yourself. No,
fuck
really.
Yourself.
I want you to do me a personal favor. I want you to go fuck yourself in the ass. You're a fucking loser. Go fuck yourself. Like, go fuck yourself.
Eat it.
Get the fuck out of here. You're unhinged. You're fucking out of your mind. Yes, I specifically played a game just for you to make you contribute. You're insane. Get the fuck out of my community. What a fucking weirdo. Now do yourself a favor. Go make a whole bunch
but you know
of...
what's funny is that lately, you know, Tevin brought this up on his stream, and I never... And it happened so many times where DSP has been doing one-on-one begging. And it's like, he has never... I don't think he's ever done that before. Like, only in certain circumstances he kind of did it in the past, but he's been doing it more and more lately. And now he's getting mad when someone is like, you did this for me. And you're like, and he's like, no, I didn't.
Series of unhinged, deranged videos and streams about me, about how I'm a horrible person and a horrible content creator, and I really screwed you over. Go ahead and do it. I dare you. Because that's what they all do. Go be the next one. Go be the next unhinged loser that no one's gonna miss, okay?
The other wild thing when he was watching the Medicare stream was he kept pointing at everyone that Medicare was talking to. Is that my trolls? Are those my trolls? And it's like, what?
Go be the next Bathtub Ross. Go for it. Or, you know, I mean, wow, that was amazing. That really added to the stream and the content, and you really proved a point, didn't you? What a weirdo.
Okay, man. What a weirdo.
Okay. Now can we get back on topic, please? I had about a half an hour left to go before the food arrived, and now we got completely derailed by this fucking nut job.
This
like,
bullshit.
what the hell, dude?
What the heck?
Again, guys, I want to sincerely apologize to everyone. Obviously, I didn't want to waste time on that, but what can I do? Like, this guy, I don't know why he's behaving like that. Again, it seems like a running pattern. People come in here, okay, and they enjoy just being a part of the community. I like your content. I'm going to support it. Here, let me throw you some support. Let me give you a tip every once in a while. Let me give some subs or whatever it is. Then, okay, I want to help them even more. Maybe I want to be a mod or I want to do this. Then all of a sudden, there's this weird twist in their heads. And all of a sudden, I'm a heinous villain that they don't like anything I do. They don't like my content. They don't like me.
Because, again, the people he mods are not people... If any other streamer had someone like ironchef Sakai in their chat, he wouldn't have been modded. Because, literally, there's a possibility, a huge, strong probability that people who contribute a lot of money that ask to be mods are only doing it for attention. That's why, like, people only mod people they know, or people that they talk to a lot, and this and that, than people who are, like, giving them a lot of money.
Like, what? I'm lost. I don't even understand it. What has changed? Nothing.
And again, he has like singled out ironchef Sakai multiple times. Again, he called out ironchef Sakai and said he likes to watch me put on clothes for some reason. I don't know why.
He's complaining I'm doing a react, something that I announced weeks ago, so he knew I was doing it today. It's the first kind of this content I've literally done since the summer. And he's complaining you're doing too much drama content. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Like, he's just spouting factual untruths.
Factual untruths.
I don't know what his problem is. Maybe he's having a really bad holidays, but I can't just have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, on me, I can't have that. I have to make content. I have to be positive, and I tried to handle that basically as nicely as I could, right?
That wasn't nice. Like, I think it would have been nice if you, like, I don't know, just said when he asked, should I ban people with bad names, he could say yes. And then if ironchef Sakai kept complaining, it's like, he'd be like, hey, ironchef Sakai, I understand, like, you enjoy my other content, you don't have to be here, man, like, don't feel pressure to be here. And then he can leave, and then DSP could just kind of, like, eat the L, and then just ban people himself, or whatever the fuck. But, no, he can't do that. He needs to have that power over someone.
Really? I really, really hope that you guys understand that. I was trying to be level-headed. I was trying to understand, give him a chance. I don't get it.
He didn't give him a chance. Every time that ironchef Sakai has responded to him, he misconstrued what he said, and didn't, like, even think about it, because you can't say that DSP doesn't do the, okay guys, we hit 150, we can do 300, let's do a double goal tonight, guys. Like, he has done that before, and DSP's acting as if that was out of nowhere. So was that really being courteous to Iron Chef Sakai and hearing him out? No, it wasn't. Because it's very clear. Because again, look how this dude acted when the dude came forward with his grievances about DSP. He hated it and this and that. But if he did it on his own stream, on his own platform, that DSP always says people should do, he would say that they're bitches. But then if they come onto his stream to do it, to talk to him directly, what the fuck are you doing, man? This isn't the time to do it. When is the time?
I just don't get what happened. It happened to Void. It happened to him. What is going on with these people? I'm lost.
Again, with Void, he kept dangling. Yeah, man, I'll do multiplayer someday. I gotta learn the game, guys. Hold on, someday. I'm gonna do one for Andy, though. Don't worry, we're gonna play with Andy. But for you guys, I don't know yet. I don't know, man. So of course Void would kind of get annoyed because he dragged his feet and he pretended like he was gonna play with his fans. It's the Halo Infinite situation again. Remember that? Months on end. Oh yeah, we're gonna do members multiplayer, guys. It's gonna happen, guys. We'll do members multiplayer. And then he never did it. He never did. And then he did it for Street Fighter 6. And then he never did it again because he said it was dumb. Because trolls would come in and play him.
Appreciate every contribution I get. I really do. You guys have allowed my life to get so much better this year. And the content, I hope, reflects that. The quality of the content. Look at the visuals. Look at the stuff. I'm doing stuff directly that you're asking for. I literally played the coin game because Iron Chef Sakai wanted me to. He kept asking me for a week to.
I didn't play this game for this one person. Iron Chef Sakai himself asked me to play it. I played it for him. Oh my god, man. Oh my god.
To play it. So then I played it. He shows up, contributes. Now he's saying, oh, you forced me to contribute. What?
What?
I was nice to you. You wanted me to do it. I was nice to you. And now.
But you know, this guy would have said, people, this guy's a little bitch, right? He would say the next day, people asked me for a coin game. Where was the support? When it was just Iron Chef Sakai. So Iron Chef Sakai would naturally just assume he's talking about him if that were to happen. But again, I'm pretty sure he asked Iron Chef Sakai, are you going to support if I play a coin game?
Oh, it was a bad thing that I was nice to you, that I listened to your suggestion. I can't, listen, you just can't reason with unreasonable people, I guess is the moral of the story here, right? I don't know what he's talking about. I wish him the best. Iron Chef Sakai, enjoy your permanent ban. Have a good life. Leave us all the fuck alone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, can we continue now? Can we continue with the thing? I had it paused, luckily, that whole time. Thankfully, when the contributions started coming in, I literally hit pause. So now we can continue. Okay.
I mean, again, if you want to see the kind of character DSP is, Lies for Soul called his entire audience autistic. His entire audience. And DSP pretended to ban him for calling his entire chat autistic, to then realize he only banned him not for that, but for the fact that he charged back tips. So that's what really set him off for Lies for Soul, was that he banned him for the chargebacks, not for calling his audience autistic.
I think Ashton is here. He goes, you did everything right.
Man,
No.
Look how this dude went from fuck this guy. Then Ashton shows up and he got turned on. Look how happy this dude is. He's so happy. Because it's like, for weeks, he kind of felt like, I think Kina Casino is leaving me alone, man. And Ashton shows up, he's here! They don't hate me, they love me! They love me, they're here! They acknowledge me! So, I've been thinking about this Kino thing, right? I did a video. I still stand by my. I think I even said in that video that the most I could see them do with DSP moving forward is the that wrestling show, and even with that, who's gonna really give a fuck? I know people say like, well, Ashton said DSP's hard to work with, but the thing is, DSP has been openly saying that he just needs to find a way to watch it. That's the only thing he's hung up on. And that's the only problem, it seems. So that's not really, like, that hard. He just needs to, like, watch it. So I'm more curious to see what's going to come of it. Like, because if he does it, okay, whatever. But is he going to get any more crossover with that? I don't know. Like, I think what's done is just the drama aspect of it. So I think it's gonna be like a light sunsetting, if anything. But if it starts up again, it's gonna start up again, and it's gonna just continue doing its own thing. Because I think DSP will not let it go. I think that is the wrinkle. I think like in order for them to go again, like because people are like, well, wow, they're actually making fun of Phil to his face. DSP has openly said that he's their bitch, basically. Like he'll eat it for them. Like he'll eat their shit because DSP is that kind of guy. If you give him a lot of attention and this kind of resurgence, he'll be your bitch. And he PPP could probably tell him, DSP, dye your goatee, and he'll do it the next day.
I think Ashton is here. He goes, you did everything right, nothing wrong, and everything correct. Thank you, Ashton.
Thank you, Ashton.
That's funny. Again,
P.
what happened? I didn't do anything. I'm just trying to do my content, man. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't even understand. I just lost my mind.
I lost my mind.
I don't know. I guess I'm too normal of a person to understand this shit. Just like what we're watching. I don't understand what we're watching.
This dude is so annoying with this. I'm just a normal guy. I'm so normal.
And I don't understand what this behavior in my chat. I just don't.
He keeps acting as if like man,
I don't get it.
okay.
I guess I live on another planet. All right.
It says a lot when you see people who I don't know how to word it. I guess it's like if you have a high opinion of yourself, like that kind of shows how narcissistic you are. Like people kind of, I'm gonna use Butch Hartman as an example because people kind of dogged on Butch Hartman for this. Like a lot of artists who have Twitter profiles, they always try to draw themselves. If it's not like an anime character or whatever, and if it's like a self-portrait, they draw themselves like depressed, sleepy, whatever, exhausted, basically, like unflattering images because whatever. But if you see like Butch Hartman's profile, it's just him like looking perfect and smiling. And then when you look at Butch Hartman as a person, he's kind of like an egotistical person. Like there's a lot of problematic tendencies that Butch Hartman has, by the way. Like, I'm still waiting for Oaxis. Does anyone know what happened to that? Remember Oaxis? Does any of you know what that is? If you don't know, Oaxis was a streaming alternative that Butch Hartman like crowdfunded, and I have yet to see where it is. It has not materialized yet, and this is like not 10 years ago, like 5 years ago maybe. No one knows what happened to it. I think. And a lot of people are suspecting it was a scam. I don't know, but it was the premise was that it was going to be a network of like, some people were saying it was going to be like a lot of Christian, like religious heavy media on it. So like, it might have been that, but it was just going to be its own like network of shows. It was very weird. And I was like, I don't know, like who's going to fucking watch this? And a lot of Butch Hartman's artwork has just kind of like went to the toilet. So I don't think anyone's even interested in whatever Butch Hartman does anymore anyway. Like, if you look at his art what he does now, it is awful. It's ugly as shit. And people accuse him of tracing, and I don't know, but the most his art is ugly. His color contrast is bad, so it's just bad. Everything about Butch Hartman has just gotten like bad. But anyways, and that's kind of what DSP is. That's what I was getting at. Because DSP keeps having like such this like high opinions again. Who sits there and says, I'm a normal guy, guys? I'm normal. Oh, man.
This guy was really the place where I don't really think that many people cared about me reacting to this. I think
so. Iron Chef Sakai says no one cared about the react. DSP argued with him, saying, we have like 300 people on stream, stupid. And now he's saying no one cared. Okay.
I think once again it was bullshit.
He grabbed the guy who's right in front of me and
bullshit.
look, they're both in front of me and I can't get a tail. This is bullshit. This is stupid bullshit. Yeah, this is fucking bullshit.
Sure seems like that to
didn't
me.
work that well.
What it seems to me is this. A lot of people like Mr. Medicare. Okay. I'm not one of them because I'm not aware of him until today. Now I know about him, but I wasn't
Dude, he had opinions on Medicare before though. He literally was like, I don't want to interview him. He said the N-word.
there for when he was making content all the time. He was embroiled in all these controversies. He was a big part of internet culture. I wasn't there, right? So I didn't care about it. A lot of people thought.
By the way, he brought up Gamergate, and the thing I was annoyed with about him bringing it up was that this dude acted as if, I don't know what Gamergate is. I know it was like Zoe Quinn slept with people, and people were like, you can't do that, it's game journalism, or whatever the fuck. And it's like, you know, I don't know much about Gamergate either. I just like saw these little like bits and pieces of it like over the years, and it's like, you know, I feel like it kind of comes off as something that did not need to be a big thing. I don't know, whatever. You know, whatever. It is what it is. But this dude was like, I don't know what it is. I didn't know, man. But this guy has fucking Hate Live podcasts and all this stuff talking about Gamergate. Okay? Alright. We may be able to debunk it. Maybe. Look. Tons of news. Gamergate Halloween. Healthcare Amazon Gamergate. Hateful Truth. Video game reviews. Oh, we may have brought up Gamergate here, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now this is getting random ass shit. But let's listen to what, he had to say here. Okay, I was about to get scared. Please tell me there's timestamps somewhere. Please. Okay, good. He's into the direct. Resident Evil, Clear Redfield. My honest thoughts on what happened with Gamergate. Here we go. Warning! Very opinionated!
The last piece of news that I want to
Skip if you don't care. Okay, skip if you don't care.
talk about. I'm going to warn you guys because it's going to be a big segment here. I'm going to talk about some touchy subject, right? Opinions. First of all, everything that I'm saying, understand.
You know what? He's like, I'm gonna do some. I have opinions, guys. It's gonna be controversial. Gotta keep it controversial. And he's wearing a Blanca shirt. Imagine going down the street and this dude runs up to you with this shirt saying, guys, I got something very controversial to tell you guys. It may piss you off, and he's wearing this shirt. You would think this guy is gonna like give you some like crazy conspiracy theories.
It is my personal opinion. It does not reflect the opinions of my viewer base, my hater base, Leanna, my parents, anyone. It's just my personal opinions, and you have to take it as that. Don't think that I'm trying to be representative of a community or anything else. It's my own personal take on a situation that's been going on now for almost 2 months. It's absolutely ridiculous, the fact that this is still going on at this point. I think that there's, in this particular situation, on both sides of the argument of what we're about to talk about, the only thing that anyone's really talking about in mainstream media regarding gaming, and it pisses me the fuck off, this whole stupid Gamergate fiasco, alright?
Alright?
Now, we talked about Gamergate a few episodes ago on Hate Live. I went through the whole explanation that there was this girl named Zoe, and she was a game developer, and she basically slept with a guy who was in the gaming industry's media section, and then there was all these questions about was she sleeping around with guys just so that they would talk about her game and the game's media.
What if she was just dating, you know? Come on.
Review because they were sleeping
I
with
mean,
her,
men do it, and everyone like is like, oh, what a player.
Stupid. Like, who cares?
Oh,
you know
woman doesn't. Okay, we gotta think about this.
The ultimate moral of the story that I got out of it
Okay,
that I
let me-
relayed to you guys on Hate Live just a few episodes ago was this. Take everything with a grain of salt. Understand that even though the gaming media claim that they're professional, that they're not. They're humans like you and I. They're all going to have a subjective and an objective take on when they talk about stuff. There's obviously reasons why they talk about one game a ton and almost never mention another. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And that you have to realize they're not infallible. And no, you shouldn't go to just Metacritic and read a Metacritic reading and think that's the end-all, be-all of a game. And you shouldn't just take what some particular...
You know, the only thing I remember from Gamergate that it dealt with a lot of, like misogyny and, like, a lot of, like, takes like that. There was all this stuff embroiled in it, right? And all DSP has talked about Gamergate is just game reviews. Like, you know, maybe, you know... I feel like I might have known a little bit more about it at some point in the past few years, and then I just kind of forgot about a lot of the context. Because I think there's a lot more revolving around it. I think a lot of it is just like stuff that kind of echoed from one controversy and just kind of reverberated to other stuff indirectly. And I think there's just a lot of problems. I think the one thing I just remember seeing a lot of is that a lot of women felt that every time they would play a game, they would be kind of accused of like not being a real gamer or whatever. I just remember a lot of that discussion going on and on and on, and it's like, yeah, that is kind of like it. Like, people should not feel that way about playing video games, obviously, and I think that, like, because I feel like if a woman had a criticism about it, that there'd be a high chance that someone would come in with a bad faith argument about it or whatever. So there was a lot of stuff going on, and I think it was more than just like, oh man, game reviews. But again, it's just a lot of moving pieces that you know, this guy is not the kind of guy that you should listen to about that kind of stuff.
Reporter says as black and white truth. That there's always going to be some news with their political... They are telling you let's kind of a company or corporation that has full trustworthiness of the gaming media, and now there might actually be corruption or things that aren't true happening in the gaming media. No shit. Wasn't I the guy who back when Halo ODST
Because I don't think Gamergate, like... I don't think Gamergate was necessarily just about whatever.
I said that no one
this guy keeps focusing on game reviews.
Was doing their job objectively could have given Halo ODST a 9 or 10 out of 10 rating because the game wasn't even a fucking complete game. I've been calling these people out for more than half a decade. Fuck were you the past 5 years? Since we talked about this subject last, boy, have things changed, have things exploded. Is there controversy all over the internet now? You can't go 5 feet on Twitter without seeing someone tweet something with hashtag Gamergate, and you've got groups of people on one side that are up in arms, and they're all, we have to really take the media to task for being so corrupt, and we, you know, and then there's other people on the other side who are saying, oh, this is just a feminist attack on women because this was a girl who slept around, and now because it's a woman, now it's a negative thing, and you're just totally, you know, being so anti-woman, and this is a big feminist issue.
What about the context?
Feminists who are saying that video games in general are so...
You should maybe look at the context of why they're saying, like, oh, you're only saying this because it's a woman. Like, you know, there might be a reason why they're bringing that up. Whatever. Misogynistic
and things like that, and they have their own agenda. Then you've got people who are basically just being dicks and are going around saying really nasty shit to different people on both sides, right? You got people who are getting doxxed, who are getting their addresses just because they wrote an article or posted something about Gamergate. Their personal information's being released. People are getting death threats. People are getting... you know, mass killing threats and all kinds of shit going on. And it's out of fucking control. And it's to the point now. It's to the point where the mainstream media has gotten wind of it, not because they actually care or because they want to know what the underlying issue that's going on around there. No, they don't care about that. They just heard that someone had a death threat. So that's it. The mainstream media now thinks this is...
Well, I mean... You know, I think a death threat is kind of important. just saying.
Important, but they're not reporting any of the actual information. They're not talking about the original.
Okay, you know, listen to this. It's really wild if you think about it. So he's mad that they're talking about the death threat, but not the stuff surrounding it, which implies it. Like, this is unintentional. Honestly, this is completely unintentional on his part, because I don't think he meant this, but it just sounds this way. But, like, if they reported just that, would that make the death threat any better? Like, I'm sorry, DSP, but I think it's kind of a bigger deal to talk about someone getting a death threat than like the context around it, because that would imply that if you know the context, it's gonna make the death threat seem like warranted, but it's not. But again, I'm pretty sure you read the article and you'll probably get some idea as to why it happened, I guess, because they'll have to explain why the death threat was sent anyway. But whatever.
Situation, the fact that it's about corruption in the media. All they're talking about is how this is a feminist issue, women are under attack and getting death threats. And that's all that you hear. They were
well, yeah, because if I mean, this is really insane. If a lot of women get death threats, you don't think that's kind of like newsworthy? Like, hello?
Fucking Good Morning America, there's an article in this magazine covering one of these feminist leaders, supposedly, saying that, oh, it's all about this. What are you talking about? The issue was about the gaming media being corrupt, and somehow it turned into feminism.
So did men also get death threats? Maybe one man did, maybe, I don't know. But like, if women got death threats, it kind of paints a picture.
What?
What?
What the fuck happened here? How do we get ourselves so deluded, right, that we lose the core issue? The core of the matter was that we can't trust gaming media because they probably have underlying interests when they report stuff. How did we lose that issue? Where did it go? No one's saying that anymore. Now it's all about people attacking women, all right? And I want you guys to understand something. In no way, shape, or form do I think that anyone should be being attacked, whether they're male or female. It's bullshit. And I actually brought it up on Ask the King last week. I said, this is disgusting shit. We live in this era where people hide on the internet, right? Oh, I'm going to dox someone.
Yeah,
I'm going to...
Okay. But look at this. Look how like definitive this dude talked about Gamergate. And then when he was like talking about Gamergate here, he was like,
well, yeah, I didn't know much about it. I just know that's how he quit. That's all I knew. I didn't know much about it, so I didn't talk about it.
but he has like so many podcasts talking about it.
I feel that this documentary was going to have stuff about me because he talked about me a lot earlier on. As you saw, that was like a 2016 stream, and he's got me as his avatar, and his name is Brightside Bill and shit. But none of that's in the documentary. So all I can do is essentially give you a few tidbits.
Brightside Bill, someone tried to correct me that it was more of a reference to Panda Lee's soap shop. I thought it was more of a jab at Movie Bob. Didn't Movie Bob go by like Brightside Bob for a while as well? I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Here or there, snippets, and try to relate it to things that I've been to or I've been through. But that's it, right?
But this dude wanted it to be about him.
Yeah, I don't know what else I could actually add to it. So I don't necessarily think that it was the most entertaining thing, but there's not much I can do about that either, right? Like, what else could I have done? I also feel like I might have done it earlier. Like, I might have finished it on the first stream if we didn't get derailed by a fucking idiot for over half an hour. I probably could have gotten through it, and then I wouldn't have had to use my whole late stream for it. But what happened. Life is life.
Well,
you got to deal with these morons as they come, right?
You let it happen. It
is what it is. So I guess we'll just chill for an hour.
Like, again, if he didn't agree with what ironchef Sakai was saying, he could have just unmodded him and banned him and moved on. But he needed to, like, try to condition ironchef Sakai to, like, to go outside and take a walk and then come back and give him money again. That's all he was trying to get Iron Chef to do, and he wasn't doing that.
What? No! Whatever you guys want to talk about.
Okay, that was
a good. Says, would you ever consider watching some of the clips of Medicare watching you? They aren't too harsh. I know it's a lot of people learned about you. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but if anything, can we be honest here? All right, this summer, when I interacted with Kino Casino several times, whether it was appearing on their show, them coming on my show to do a co-op commentary, excuse me.
Only for one time, by the way.
Okay.
You only did that once. It was for the Rich documentary, and that was it. He never did it again.
Me going back on their show, doing gameplay, doing Halloween event, all this stuff that we did, right? There was a lot of drama going on. I was covering Review Tech USA. I was covering Ethan Ralph. I was covering LTG. I was doing all this, what's considered drama content. I dipped my toe in the water. Right?
I dipped my toe.
Dipping my toe in the water. It worked. I was doing all this, what's considered drama content.
Tongue movement.
I dipped my toe in the water, right? And dipping my toe in the water, it worked. It actually did. I was getting attention and I was getting views on it, but it was upsetting my core audience. My core audience of people who've been with me all of these years, who like me for who I am, a gamer at heart, not getting into drama.
And or drama video makers, which I'm not. I'm not gonna do just constant drama video. I like playing games and having fun with them and sharing those raw experiences with you guys and gals.
We were talking about how I had this giant resurgence of attention in the summer, and it was mostly for drama purposes, and that's correct. You know, me opting to go on Kino Casino, have a real conversation with them, have some content with them, crossovers and the like, that leading into me having an interview with Keemstar, me having an interview with Stuttering Craig, okay? Basically boosted my attention and my potential.
Tolo.
And if you heard...
Look at this dude. This dude lists all these people, doesn't even mention Tolomeo. This dude is so silly. Because it's like, you know, he was more friendly with Tolomeo, and he's not even talking about him. He's not even a footnote because he's not a big guy. He's not a big name like the other people. Very cool.
Guys like Keem even said on his own show, I wish Phil the best and I hope that he doesn't blow it. But I think this is the problem, is that people think that success at any means necessary is what everyone wants, and it's not. Okay? I don't want success at any means necessary. All right? I want success doing things that I enjoy or that I feel are meaningful and aren't harmful to others. Easily, I could have...
I was watching a kind of sad stream, and she brought up that, like, that transition to the night phase. It's literally a jump scare. It's literally a jump scare. Like, it reminds me of those old YTM&D memes where it's like, you click a link thing at something else, then it's like, you'll never suspect the Spanish Inquisition. Like, that's what it reminds me of.
Have manufactured drama for the last several months. I could have gone at the guys at LOLCOW Live, which, by the way, you can tell they were giving me opportunity to do. Do you really think it's a hard thing to get Boogie on my show? Come on now.
He literally said it was hard, though.
Are you serious? No. That you can tell. This is what they were doing. They were building up where they wanted to have a confrontation with me, and it was going to be this big thing, and then maybe it would have become good for both sides or whatever. That's what it was, right? And I think what it is I tried to do stuff, but I got to the point after like maybe 2 months of this kind of drama in my rotation and everything, I just got tired of the shit. You know what I mean? Like already I was like, so let me get this straight. In order for me to stay on top of the game, I've got to be working after these streams at night. I got to be fucking trying to get people for interviews. I got to be trying to...
This is work, though. Like, everyone does this, and he's like, I don't want to work. I don't want to do a job. I just want to play games, man.
Do this and that. Whatever happened to, like, me playing games, right? Whatever happened to me...
He just wanted the interviews when it suits him. And I guarantee he's gonna do it again next year and say it's great because he's diversifying content again. Because this dude is a fucking broken record. He has nothing better to do.
Just chilling with my audience. When is that gonna happen again? Instead of me just having to overwork myself to try to create drama content that's not
try to create drama content, man.
Necessarily. It's entertaining for the viewers. I know that.
Why is he? You know what? He conflated drama content with interviews. Listen to this.
That's gonna happen again. After these streams at night, I gotta be fucking trying to get people for interviews.
See, he's talking about interviews here.
So I gotta be trying to do this and that. Whatever happened to like me playing games, right? Whatever happened to me just chilling with my audience? When is that gonna happen again? Instead of me just having to overwork myself to try to create drama content.
But now he's like talking about creating drama content, but you were talking about interviews. And the drama content he was doing was stuff that people gave him. Like, oh, look at this clip. And then you watch the clip. Like...
Okay. That's not necessarily... It's entertaining for the viewers. I know that. But it's not necessarily fun for me or the longtime viewers. I really feel like what was happening was... It was isolating my longtime viewers who weren't along for the ride for drama because I had always avoided drama, right? I didn't buy into the drama shit. So a lot of people were getting turned off who were the longtime supporters, and that's a bad thing. These are the people who've been along for the ride the whole time. It was great to get a few months where I was getting thousands and thousands of dollars of extra income. But I also don't want to scare away all the people who've been along for that 16-year journey at the expense of getting short-term success using drama content, okay?
But he,
and here's the other thing too that I will say.
I think he still doesn't close the door on drama. I think we're gonna hear that in this clip too.
I feel, and by the way, this does not apply to Mr. Medicare whatsoever. Okay, in the case of Mr. Medicare, this is a guy who for many years talked shit about me, and then he desired to have a conversation with me, but sadly now it's too late, or at least it seems it's too late.
I don't think he'll ever like have a winning statement to say, or like whatever. Like when he was talking about getting Medicare on to be interviewed, like you know what he was trying to say, but he's not a wordsmith. He's not very bright, right? Like you say, well, I'm trying to get him on to be on an interview, but you know he's going through all these treatments, so I get it. Like he could have at least said that and leave it at that, but instead he was like, "Oh, I want to do this thing as his dying wish." Oh, whatever. He said a lot of weird stuff that can be taken very insensitively, and it's like, and then he gets mad when you call him out. And it's just another instance of like, if he just like took the time to step back and be like, yeah, I could see why people think I'm being insensitive. I don't mean it that way, and I'm sorry. I did not mean it that way. I'm just saying like, I want to get this interview done because he's been wanting this interview for a while, and I feel bad that I didn't give him the opportunity. Is it now that I'm feeling more comfortable doing it or whatever? But again, he views apologizing as a sign of weakness, and he doesn't want to apologize because he only thinks he should only apologize if he did something factually wrong. When that's not how apologies work. Like, yeah, you apologize if you do something wrong, but you also apologize if you say something that's like offensive, or that something that you said is misunderstood or misinterpreted as something negative. Like apologies are a lot of things. Like that's why like his apologies are bullshit, because he doesn't know how to apologize or what they are or what they're used for.
I've tried to make myself available a few months ago, again this week. It's probably not possible that we're ever going to have the conversation that he wanted. Okay, but that's because of his health, and that's not his fault. Okay. But I will say this. All these fucking people
now we're going down to bullshit town. Get a load of this.
Right, who talked shit about.
So in order for you to back out of interviewing this guy, you need to have cancer, which is very positive. A very positive outlook.
Years and years and years. Whenever they wanted a day where they thought it was an easy job. Oh, I'm going to bring up Dark Side Phil today. That way I don't have to work. Right? That way, I could just talk shit about someone, and it's the meme that everyone loves. Talk shit about Dark Side Phil. Pile on Dark Side Phil.
Like, this is very one way, and it's very, like, it insinuates bad faith from the person who wanted to interview DSP all those years ago, when that may not have been the case. But they were giving him a chance to clap back, and he chose not to do it. He only wanted, like, this is how much of a bitch this guy is. He only wanted to clap back after he had a perceived group of white knights that will defend him. Like, you can't stand up for your own fucking, like, your own self without an army of people to back you up. That's kind of pathetic. Oh, man.
It's time to crap on Dark Side Phil today to make a buck, right? All those people, for all those years, saying all that shit, and they bring up the WWE Champions meme.
Silly $1 million says, great gameplay. I consider this the newest day.
This is my favorite clip.
Newest day. It's like one newest day. That's not a word. I've gone down from the rafters.
That, it's so funny. It's a double meaning expression. Because as I said when I first covered it, is that like, you could tell, you could tell definitely that someone caught him in a lie. Like, oh shit, he knew something he was not supposed to. But also, I also feel like he thinks that someone is talking about like suicide or something, and that's why he's like giving that reaction. I feel that's why he's giving that reaction. but like it can also be the WWE Champions thing. So it's a double meaning. It's a double meaning meme.
Okay. I consider
Okay.
this the newest day and I've gone down from the rafters.
Huh?
What?
What? I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Thanks for the $1 tip. I have no fucking clue what you just said. Okay then.
Okay.
The
then.
begging meme.
That's not begging. That's business.
This meme and that
That's
meme,
my
all the
favorite
bullshit
one.
memes.
It's not begging. It's
This year,
business.
all those memes fell the fuck apart. Every single one of them. Okay? They don't exist
How did it fall apart when he's still begging for money? He begged for double goals, man. Guys, let's hit the double goal. Guys, we never did a double goal before. Let's do a double goal. Guys, let's do it. Come on, guys, let's hit the double. I really want Popeyes. Guys. Okay, guys, I guess I have to tell Kat that she has to cook. We're not getting Popeyes today, guys. That's not begging. If anything, his begging got more aggressive. Before then, like, I think I said this in a comment on my channel somewhere, or my last video, I think, that because someone brought up like the begging and begging has gotten more worse than this. Then it's like, you know what? At least back then when he was begging, it was like bills and things. Like it was stuff that was like you can at least like relate to. Like okay, yeah, bills, sure, groceries, okay, I get it. But now it's just. Guys, I want fast food. Guys, do I have to tell... We have an hour until I have to tell Kat that she has to cook. So, guys, let's hit the goal so she doesn't have to cook, guys. Guys, do I have to really eat tortellini soup? This is what I have to... this is what this has come to. I have to, like, eat hot dogs if you don't hit the goal, guys. Guys, Popeyes. I want Popeyes. I was craving Popeyes. Like... I think that's factually worse because it seems more childlike. Like every time he was talking about that, this is like something I would hear from a child. Like if a 12-year-old was streaming, I get it. It's like okay, but man, like I like last year, the year before, I think I tuned into like a Frank Howley stream on Twitch, and they were using like Twitch or whatever to like buy DoorDash or whatever. But they weren't like, guys, come on, we gotta eat fast food. We gotta get this, guys, come on. At least from that stream I was watching, I don't know if they're begging now, but at least then it wasn't that they're like, okay, guys, wow, we got this much support. You know what, we're gonna DoorDash today and we're gonna get this food because you guys have donated it or whatever the fuck. Like they would say like something like that, and that's like, okay, you know. They were getting it. They weren't asking for it. They weren't begging it like he did. Like they were doing like sad boy begging to get that, you know. But this guy was like, guys, I don't want to eat tortellini soup tonight, guys. Let's get some money. I gotta get Popeyes today, guys. Let's hit the goals. And that's what he's been doing. And then he's like, guys, let's hit the double. Okay, guys, the marathon is on Monday, so if you hit the goal, we can do it by Monday, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. And last night I was thinking, right? If he gets to 20 goals hit, let's say today, Friday, as I'm recording this, I guarantee you he's not going to do the pizza today. He's going to force it to be Monday, regardless of him hitting the goal today. I guarantee it. Because this dude loves doing stuff during events.
anymore. So now there's no more negative memes about DSP. So what happened to those people? Do you want to know what happened? They ran away like fucking pussies.
But look at the fucking interviews he did, though. They're all like fucking vanity projects for him. Like, they all were aiming to make him, like, feel good about himself. Like, the Craig one, he thinks that went bad for him, but it went bad for both of them in a way. But mostly it was bad for DSP because all of these we had to do, DSP kept asking for them to apologize to him for the React stream. But he lied to them on their own stream before that. And it validated their reaction after the fact. And DSP didn't care. Like, that tells you all you need to know about why he had Craig on that show to begin with. Because the whole interview, it wasn't about anything else. It was so infuriating watching that. Because it was just nothing but DSP saying like, okay, Craig, okay, listen, Craig. Craig, listen, Craig. you did a stream the next day and you didn't play Mario Kart. You were insulting me. Okay? So, like, should you apologize for that? He's like, okay, but DSP, you lied about WWE champions, and we felt lied to. Why don't you apologize for that? Okay, Craig, look, okay, fine, you know what? Sure, I'm sorry that happened. It was still an answer, okay, Craig? But, like, shouldn't you apologize for that, Craig? Okay, Craig, what about that? And it's like, dude, what kind of interview is this? Like, you know, it's like that Black Lives Matter interview he had on his fucking politics show, where it's like, you're not getting, you know, an interesting interview. You're just getting two people yelling at each other, and you have to, like, kind of, like, really listen to what's going on, and then you have to, like, do research after the fact to, like, verify it on top of that. Like, again, you have, like, a woman just saying, like, well, what about this? You know, the chokehold is this long, this is blah, 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 blah. Then the other guy's like, well, what about this? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you're not gonna, like, hear anything because they're both kind of just, like, doing the same things to each other back and forth, and that's what that was. And that's not an interesting interview that you're gonna, like, really get anything out of, because it's just it's rage bait in a way. I mean, more so that politics interview, but that was just like an apology bait. Like, say sorry, come on, apologize, bitch, apologize. And then when he wasn't apologizing, he was like, okay, go fuck yourself. It's like that's not a good interview. So you do these piss poor interviews. Why would anyone want to do one after that, right? And then, like, you look at what happened with Rich and Boogie, where DSP had such a bad interaction with both of them, and it was just this nasty back and forth. I don't think anyone in their right mind would say, I want to be interviewed by that guy. Like, come on.
Okay? I made myself available and said, you talk shit about me all these years. Let's go.
Let's
right?
go.
I'll give credit. Stuttering Craig came on my show. I will give you that credit. Even though it didn't go well, at least he came on the show and he was a man about it and he showed up. Okay?
He was a man.
Keemstar also did that.
Fucking.
He gets massive credit in my eyes. Okay?
Massive
but these
credit.
people
Yeah, but he
who
fucking
literally
sucked your
bullied
dick.
me for years and years on the internet, and now I was like, well, guess what? Now people actually are listening to me from a positive perspective. They don't care about WWE champions. They don't care about the begging. All they care about is that I'm a normal dude who has valid opinions. I want to now fight back against all these morons who've been dicks to me all these years.
Okay.
Let's do it. Come on my show.
Okay, you know what? Fight me in Guilty Gear, okay? You bitch. Yeah, you're not going to, because you probably are scared of it. You probably are like, oh my god, Theo's gonna pick either Jacko, who like, you know, what, has a V cut or whatever, like, and it has cleavage. Fucking dumb shit. Or Biken, who has like big boobs. Fucking stupid. I'm not gonna fucking play him in fucking Guilty Gear. Fucking stupid, man.
And here's what I hear. Crickets. Crickets.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I hear too. DSP, face me in Guilty Gear. You know what I hear? Crickets. Yeah, that's right. He's a little bitch. He probably doesn't even know what a fucking block. He doesn't even know what the game is. He probably is like, Guilty Gear? Is that like a type of clock?
No one's man enough to fucking do it. Right?
Yeah, he's not man enough to
Mudahar, what
fight
happened?
me.
I'm talking to Mudahar on Twitter. The guy's apologizing to me and saying, I'm sorry, or the only reason.
Okay. I love that he's bringing this up for multiple reasons. So, like, he talks to Mudahar, he apologized, and that was it. That's all he said. It was like, sorry, bro.
That anyone, you know, has a valid gripe against you is because you begged for money on a stream, then really, that's not a really good reason. And I apologize. And yes, I'd love to have a conversation with you. I'd love to do co-op with you. And then he deletes his fucking Twitter account.
But why did he delete his Twitter account? And he calls all these people pussies, but like, Mudahar just canceled his Twitter account because he didn't like the site. He was like, yeah, the site's full of bots. People are just saying like just racist shit on the site more and more. Like, why would I want to be on this site? That's shitty. Like, that's not really being a pussy. That's just more like, I don't like the site, I don't need it, bye. And that was it. Like, ugh.
Like a day later. And I'm like, what just fucking happened? Literally, we just talked and everything was positive. And I was like, this is cool. We're turning a new leaf, right? Let's do this. And then he disappears. He retreats. And I even publicly said, so I wonder, is there a way that I can contact, or, you know, talk to this guy or whatever? so we can do content together. Literally, I mean, I have public ways to contact me. We all know this. I don't know how to contact him. He knows how to contact me. Crickets. Disappears. Okay? What about, it's a Gundam. How about that motherfucker? Talk shit about me for how many years? Constantly ragging on me, all this bullshit.
Honestly, though, if It's a Gundam wanted him on, he would say no. Like, who does he think he is? You know, he didn't want to talk to It's a Gundam. Get out of here.
So desperate to get noticed that during my interview with Side Scrollers, he fucking recorded his audio to be an audio question for the show, and then he played it, and everyone laughed at him because he's fucking embarrassment. You know, like, why the fuck did he do that? He's that desperate. Where did he go? Where is he?
Where is he?
Crickets. Interesting, isn't it?
Okay.
Isn't it interesting? All the people who all.
So then, like, if It's a Gundam asked him on, he better say yes. If he says, nah, I don't want it, and this and that, then fuck off. And you know, it's very disingenuous, right? All this time, all the people are asking him, I don't want to, man. I don't want to do drama, man. I just want to play games. I just want to play games, man. But when other people just don't want to deal with interviews, they just want to do whatever they're doing, that they're bitches. That's very fair, Phil. Wow, you're so cool.
All these years talk shit, and now Phil's available, and they won't want anything to do with it because people would actually listen to me now. It used to be, well, Phil's just the whipping boy of the internet, right? So now we don't care what he has to say. But now Phil actually got some backing, and now all of a sudden, crickets, right?
Yeah, but
so what this tells you about
how much of a bitch this guy is, though. He needs a whole group of people around him for him to stand up for himself. Like, that's kind of pathetic, honestly. Like, dude, what if they just don't want to talk to you? What? Like, they don't. Like, I like how he acts as if, like, they're obligated to talk to him because they mentioned him. Like, who are you?
About people, I hate to say it, and by the way, they're not the only two. That's just the two that are coming to mind right now. What that means is this. These people are fair weather friends, but also...
They said they're fair weather friends? What? When was Mutahar your friend, then? He just said sorry that I made fun of your begging or whatever the fuck. That's kind of very Derek of him. To just say that they were friends because he said sorry. Like, dude, come on now. Come on now, dog.
There are people who jump on any opportunity to get a cheap over on someone. But the moment that changes, that's done. The best example of this is Review Tech USA. Review Tech USA, time and time and time again, brings me up, puts me in his content.
They both talk about each other. It's so fucking annoying. These two are made for each other. Like, God made these two for a reason. Like, come on.
Anytime that I now call him out, oh my God, bitch is out. I said, let's have him on the show. He says he's going to go on the show, and then he bitches out.
He made it hard, though. DSP did not make it easy for him, because Rich was willing to do it, like, the week of. And he was like, no, I want to do what I want. And then, like, it just got weirder and weirder. Like, I don't remember the full details. I know Duty got involved somehow, and that probably scared DSP a little bit, because Duty, Duty, man.
Seriously, like, that guy, he's such a two-faced fat piece of shit.
Dude, what the fuck? So all these years, right? All these years, you guys fucking doing this stuff, right? And then now I call you out, come on the show, let's have it out. Can't do it. Wow, you're real men, aren't you? Every one of you. Every one of you who talk shit about Darkside Phil for a decade straight. And then Darkside Phil finally got some attention on himself, some positivity, some backing. Where the fuck are you now? Bitches. That's the best description for all.
Man, it's so easy to call people bitches when they just won't give you the time of day. Like, man, what if they just don't want to do an interview? What if they just, like, think you're a shitty person and they don't really feel the need to interview you? Like, do I really need to interview him to validate my opinion of him? No, I don't. Like, who are you for the self-importance? Oh, they should interview me in order for them to hate me. Like, fuck off.
Bitches.
This is the epitome of being a fucking bitch.
Because you can talk the shit, but then when someone steps up,
But then what does that say about you though? You know, I'm gonna keep bringing this up because why not? When other people wanted to do anything with him, he turned him down and was like,
I don't do drama. I don't want to do all of this stuff. No, no, no.
and now he only wants to do it because he has people who will suck his dick. That's not bitch behavior. I'm sorry, DSP. The fact that you need a whole group of people in order for you to just do simple interviews with other people, that makes you more of a bitch. Because saying no to someone like that is more brave and courageous than someone that's like, I can't do this interview because like people hate me and I need to wait for everyone to love me for me to do this stuff. Like the fact that he needs to wait for people to like he told Craig after the Side Scrolls interview he went into hiding. He went into hiding, and that's the guy that's calling other people bitches. Like, I like how brave he is for saying this. And again, this is so that he's egging people on to give him more support, so that he can like get more money, because he knows if he says more lolcow shit, he'll get more attention. This dude is such a little bitch about everything. Like it's so easy for him to act this way when he has a perceived group of people that will like suck his dick for him.
the man up to you, you can't take it. So here's the truth. One of the major reasons why the last few months you notice the drama has died down and I'm not getting any interviews or anything, that's why. I was talking to people.
Now I love that like the drama didn't die down because he didn't want to do it. It was just people lost interest. And then he's gonna cope saying, yeah, I decided not to do it. Okay.
I had things going. I had things I was trying to arrange. And these people became incredible bitches and ran away. So if the internet will only make fun of me when it benefits them, but
guess what? DSP only made fun of people for when it benefited him. Like LTG just wanted to do his own thing. People kept bringing DSP up in LTG, so LTG just responded. The DSP meme of, oh, I'm just reacting, guys. And then DSP reacted, and then like DSP kept doing more than just saying, wow, man, LTG, you're a doo-doo head. He was like, LTG, come on, let's play fighting games together. Let's fucking steal views from Evo, LTG. Come on, LTG. And he was like, dude, get off my dick. And then he was like, he said no. He's not playing the game. He's not playing the game, guys. Why is he playing the game? Why is he playing the game? He like, that's not how the game works, man. And it's like, dude, LTG just wants to fucking stay on his stream and play fucking Mega Man or whatever the fuck he does now. And he's like, why is he giving me attention? LTG, come on, man. Give me attention. Come on, LTG. Come on, come on. And LTG's like, I just want to play games and have fun, man. Like, come on.
when it benefits me, they run away.
And then when like nothing was going on, he literally was like sitting on other LTG stuff as, well, if nothing else is going on, I will then bring up LTG. Then I'll bring him up. That's not using him to for your benefit? Okay.
I can't make content like that. Do you understand? I tried, but they don't care. They little pussies. So.
Because I'm tired of getting fucked over by pussies.
And you know what? He also said that, like, it's that he's a man for ignoring people. Like, yeah, they're just getting mad that I am not doing on their show because they're little pussies. They're just trying to get my attention. But, like, I'm a real man, and I'm just ignoring them or whatever the fuck. Like, he would just, like, brag about how he's not, like, taking the bait. And now he's, like, mad that people aren't taking his bait, and they're just, like, ignoring him. Which makes him, again, look like a bitch.
People who are passive aggressive, people who have no guts, who have no honor, who just want to fucking
No
talk
honor.
shit behind your back and fuck you over because it gets them ahead.
Like I
I think
said,
it's them
the
on
one
DJ
person
Rune
who's
on that
exempt
one, I
is
think.
Mr. Medicare. He actually has a valid reason why he can't talk to me.
Of course, he has cancer, so he has that like reason. So in order for you to like not deal with this guy, you need cancer. Fuck off, man. People can have any reason that they don't want to talk to you. What if they don't like what they were doing? What if they changed? Again, he said like they were being mean to me years ago, but dude, what if they changed? What if they don't do that anymore and they do other stuff? Oh, so since they did it before, they're beholden to go on your dumbass show to be interviewed by you? But again, if it was the other way around, it's like,
That was years ago. Why are you talking about what I did years ago? I just want to play games and I don't want to do interviews. That was years ago.
So it's okay for him to change and not be held accountable for the stuff he did in the past. But for Mudahar, Rich, everyone else, since they made fun of him over the years, they can't possibly, they're held accountable for those past actions. Get real, man. Get real. Get help.
Get it? 100% understand. Absolutely no hard feelings whatsoever. But these other fucking people who are so opportunistic to drop the name Darkseid, fill in a negative light anytime it would get a rise from their audience
Okay,
and make them money.
You know what? Again, DSP, fight me in Guilty Gear. Face me in Guilty Gear. And if you don't, you'll be my bitch forever. Yeah, face me in Guilty Gear. I'll pick my best character. Why not?
But then when I had
Or my
opportunity
worst.
to clap back because people cared
And I'll
about me
still
again,
win.
they ran away. That's ultimate pussy shit. And I know some people will be like, "Oh, Phil's burning bridges." There's no bridges here. They ran away. They ran over the bridges and knocked them down. Do you get it? They retreated
What? They
away
ran
when
over the
DSP
bridge- whatever.
actually had some backing again. I tried to make these opportunities happen. I
Again,
reached out.
he only wanted to do this when he had people there, like, which makes him a bitch. Dude, these people have other fan bases too. They could easily have just interviewed you. They just decided not to because they don't want to. And did they even try? Like, arguably, he talked to, was it Justin Wong or someone else? Whatever, some FGC guy. And that guy was, saw the VTuber clip, and he was like, okay, wow, this guy's a piece of shit. And again, he was like, well, I'm just saying their voices are loud. But you made fun of it, though. It wasn't just, like, it's one thing to say, oh my god, oh man, this is very loud. Like, damn, they're very excited or whatever. Like, again, I remember this one time I rated someone on Twitch. And they shouted me out because, I rated them. And out of all the clips that it chose to pick, it picked the one where I think I was fighting the tables in Persona 3. And that pissed me off. It was such a bad fight. And this is like my old setup too. This is back when I was streaming on, like, I had a sofa. I was streaming, like, over down my laptop. So I was using my laptop mic. You already know where this is going. So I'm like streaming there. I'm like, oh my god, fuck this game. Oh, this is here, whatever. Like, I got, like, really heated, and the audio was so bad. It was like echoey, and it was just, it was a built-in laptop mic. So you only get what you can get from that. And he was like, as he was listening to the clip, he's like, wow, he got very excited in that game or something. He said something like that. I was like, so, and someone could say, well, Theo, why didn't you just delete the clip? No, man, it's part of the fun. Sometimes it's fun. Because again, like, that fight was infamous. The fucking tables, man. The tables in Persona 3 is something else. But, oh my god, what was I? Why did I bring that up? Oh yeah, the VTubers. Like, that guy reacted to that very well because I didn't feel insulted because it's like, yeah, it's embarrassing and it's cringe, but it's like, it's a video game, whatever. So it's like, it is what it is. I got over it, whatever. But the guy didn't insult me over it, and I didn't feel insulted because he was just like, yeah. Because what can you really say? What can you really say about that clip that's out of context? Like, you don't know what Persona 3, like, you may not have played Persona 3 and you see that clip, you're gonna be like, wow, what the fuck? So he could have at least said something like that, and instead, what does he say?
Oh my god! This is like nails on a chalkboard. Their voices are so loud. Oh my god! Oh, it's like it hurts my ears.
And he didn't understand what was going on. He didn't want to try to understand. And like, again, like, you can go back and he made slight insinuations, very slight, and like, it's like a blink and you miss it kind of thing. He kind of equated VTubers as being like titty streamers in ways. Like, I feel like if you look hard enough, you can maybe do a slight video on it. Maybe I'll try to look for it. Maybe, but it's he definitely had some very sus takes about VTubers.
I had people working on it. Oh no, can't do it. Oh no, not interested. Oh no, can't do this, can't do that. Fuck you.
So they're just directly telling him that they're not interested, and no, they don't want to do it, and they're being called bitches for saying that. DSP, you have said no to so many people, and you'd be so pissed off if they said, "Wow, guys, DSP's being a little bitch. He's not coming on." He actually was. Actually, that did happen. Keemstar was trying to get him on his little lolcow live thing, and DSP could. Well, actually, DSP was kind of being a bitch about it, honestly, because he kept like annoying him about it. Like, whatever.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
He was
you,
being
Ghost
like-
Games. You dumb
he was
fucking
just
ass
playing hard to get.
fucking pieces of
you had
fucking
got
shit.
that me keep
Every
starting
one of
that
you
way,
pussy
the other
bitches.
way.
Really. Because you didn't ever need to name drop me in a negative way. You did it for a cheap rise to make money. And then when you thought, oh, let's give him the opportunity to come back and let's have a real conversation. The truth is, I feel like a lot of these situations probably would have been positive. I think we would have had a lot more of a situation
Oh,
like what
man.
happened with Keemstar.
It would only
and
be
say-
positive because he wants them to be like, "Wow, Phil, you're so cool. Wow, the trolls did lie." Like, shut up. It's so lame.
What happened with Stuttering Crit, okay? Because in reality, I think a lot of people, if they just sat down with me and had a normal conversation, they'd be like, he's just a normal dude. You know, we ragged on him a lot. It's kind of
Keeps
unfair.
an
He's just a
agenda the
normal
whole
guy.
time.
But the fact is, you didn't give me
Like,
that
whatever.
chance. Like, literally never gave me the chance. So, you know what?
They did give him a chance. Years ago, like, Mudahar reached out to him, and you know what? So many people reached out to him, and he either just discredited their involvement. Like, the Corbin gave him a chance, and he didn't give a fuck about that. But Mudahar gave him a chance, didn't do it. No. And now he wants to do it. But you know what? If this was DSP, he'd say, "Well, I gave him a chance. I asked him 5 years ago, he said no. So why would I ask him now, man?" It's all situational to him. This dude is such a little bitch.
If the internet doesn't want to play ball, that's fine with me. Just leave my fucking name out of your mouths forever then. And that's
Leave
fine.
my
Here's the
name
truth.
Out of your mouth.
If I just sit here and I make content for a couple thousand people, because the truth is it's maybe like 4,000 or 5,000 total. You got a few hundred that attend every stream. All right. You got the restreamers, the dick faces, and all their viewers. They count.
My face is not
You got
dick,
the people who
bitch.
watch the content on demand.
It's a
right?
normal face. It's a Greek
It's a couple
face.
thousand,
Wow.
maybe around, let's say 5,000 people
This is
across
Greek
the globe that actually
discrimination.
care about me, right? And care about my content, correct? Well,
You sound so
guess what?
defeated saying
Um,
that.
I'm happy just making content for them. Okay, I really am. I don't have to make content that goes across the entire internet and makes me a talking point of everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need that at all whatsoever. I'm happy making content for a small, reasonable group of people who will support the content, and I can keep doing this forever.
And if you want to see me continue to be able to do this as my job, you want to help the efforts to keep bringing the fun gameplay streams every single day.
The internet took the ball and ran the fuck away. When Darkside Phil presented himself as available for content, they all ran for the fucking hills.
What if they were like, "Well, we gave
All
him
right,
a..."
so
What if they're like, "We gave him a chance and he didn't take it, so why would he give him a chance now?"
that's the truth. You know,
That's
it's not
the
that I
truth.
quit. It's not that I gave up. Oh, Darkside Phil's boring. No, you didn't want to play ball and be fair. You ran like cowards.
There you go. Pussy.
But they
It
asked
wasn't me that did that. I was
Again-
available.
Again, Mudahar asked him years ago to be on his dumbass show, and he was like, no. And now he's like, where are they? Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah, Jordy, Rings of Redemption, totally bullshitted me for 2 months saying that he wanted to be on the show. And then when it's time to be on the show, won't talk anymore. Now, is that because of
But you know what? He said during that time, well, Jordy has like operations and surgeries and this and that. And this and that. He also was on like another show, like Lolcow Live, correct? So why doesn't he get an excuse? Oh, it wasn't cancer. It was like, you know, not serious surgery. It wasn't like, oh, he's getting chemo, right? He needed that. He needs that to get the pass.
team? Is that because their shows are embroiled with other shit? Who knows? But then why lie for 2 months? You know? But at this point, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm busy. I don't need to wait for these people. I don't. I have more than enough shit to do. I have enough content to put out. I'm not starved for content because I'm not greedy, because I'm not hungry. I'm just happy with who I am and what I'm doing.
Wait, what?
So I put out, I'm not starved for content because I'm not greedy.
Again, he only did the drama content when things were slow, by the way. He literally said, well, I could do this, but there's a lot to talk about. I'll talk about it when there's nothing else to talk about. He literally said that multiple times. Like, he said, and he even said, like, oh, I'll bring up drama here and there when there's nothing else to talk about. That's you doing it when you're starved for content, by the way.
Because I'm not hungry. I'm just happy with who I am and what I'm doing.
Hungry. I'm doing this
so
for
I
my
don't
lunch,
need
by the way.
to wait
welcome,
for
everyone.
others to do this content. I could do my own. You get it? I've been doing my own for over a decade. Yeah, exactly. Wings keeps bringing it up. We're not talking. I haven't talked to Wings of Redemption in like a month and a half. He never responds, so I stopped caring. You know?
Good thing I don't care about the stupid points of this game. Garbage game.
I just
Doesn't
don't
look
give
like
a
he's
shit.
going to play
Why
ball
would
with
I?
them. Right?
Why would I?
Why
He
would
won't
I?
talk to me about it, so why would I give a fuck about any of this, right? Mudahar runs for the hills, cancels his Twitter account, even though I have ways to contact, I have ways to be contacted.
I love that he runs to the hills, but like, the reason why he deleted his Twitter account was completely irrelevant to what's going on with DSP. Okay, man. Cool.
Doesn't contact me, right? It's a Gundam. Talks about me for a zillion years. Now's the perfect time to finally man it up. Runs for the hills. Hides. Doesn't want anything to do with me. Lolcow Live people. Oh, we all want to be on your...
Again, this is all assuming that these people are being genuine about getting him on or whatever. Like, he thinks that all this stuff is genuine.
show, but now magically we can't seem to arrange a time or date. Then we just don't care and we stop talking to him, right? Like every excuse, every stuff fucking thing over and over.
They wanted to be on their
You just get to
show.
a point,
That's what they were trying
you
to do.
just
They're
don't
trying to
care
lure
anymore.
you.
And I don't.
It was all bait. It was like trying to get you to like, come on and be like,
don't.
okay, guys,
I'm
why
not
don't you show
desperate.
up on my show?
It's a shame because you saw the potential, correct? You saw the potential that if people were willing to work with me, how different things could have been. But they don't want to work. They just want a clown. Well, I'm not a clown.
Yeah, you are.
Oh my god!
They want a clown. Is he down to clown?
I don't play your game. I'm not a lolcow. As much as you believe it, as much as you
Lolcow.
want to say it, I'm not your fucking lolcow anymore. So now, leave me the fuck alone. Oh, Dunsfelter, I already told you about that too. He says, what about FGC guys? Let me put it this
man.
way, okay? I was talking to 3 different people in the FGC. 3, okay? One talked to me for about a week and then disappeared and never responded again. One was incredibly interested in the interview until they started doing research and they found all my detractors' videos and literally believed every single thing my detractor said.
Yeah, they're the
Like I said,
VTuber.
remember that there was a video about a VTuber? Like, I don't know what even remember what it
noise?
was at this point. But I guess I had made a video. My detractor said,
Was it him?
like I said, remember that there was a video about a VTuber? Like, I don't know what even remember what it was at this point. But I guess I
I heard a meow. I don't know if Emology added that or if it was actually in the video.
made a video. Something. Oh, I remember. I was on my React show and someone had submitted a video for me to watch and react to. And it was a VTuber playing Street Fighter 6. And I was trying to watch it and I was trying to enjoy it. But then the VTuber's voice was so gratingly high-pitched and annoying, it was legit giving me a headache. So I said, I'm sorry, guys, I need to stop reacting to this because
He
I'm
didn't say
actually
I'm
getting a
sorry. He
headache.
didn't
Let's
say
move on.
this.
It has
He
nothing
kept
to do with the content. I can't say it's too high-pitched.
Drailing?
And then my
Ranting about the
detractors
fucking
turned that into,
voice.
Phil hates all VTubers. And then this FGC guy,
That's not what was said. They said like, look how like this dude is playing a game and they're having fun, and DSP is like doesn't understand it because he did mock the clip, whatever.
saw the video and says, why are you making fun of VTubers playing Street Fighter 6? Don't you understand that that's good for the community? I thought that you were trying to build bridges, Phil. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? Are you like you retarded or something? Like, did you?
Oh man, this dude just says the R word. This dude pretends so hard. Like,
I should have said that. I would never say slurs. I never said a hateful slur. That pisses me off.
and now he's just going back and saying the R slur. Like, come on, man. Come on now, dog. Like, do whatever. This dude is so fucking lame. This sits there and does virtue signals all day, every day. But this dude, man, did he reach out to this guy and try to talk to him? Like, no, this, that. Or did he just see him say that and then he just never responded to him? I don't think he talked to him because this dude cannot confront someone unless he has like a group of people with him.
You actually watched the clip in context, or are you just stupid? And the answer is, I hate to say it, the common person is just really stupid.
Oh my god, the common intelligence level of the common gamer. Oh my god.
Like, they don't take the 5 extra minutes to research what actually happened. Like, they just believe everything.
It's also, to go back on the R slur, it is really sad to me that, what was I saying? I'm a little bit hungry, so I may be like losing my train of thought a little bit easier, but it's really sad how easy it is to talk him out of like doing something, like, because he made such a big point to be like, I would never say hateful slurs. The R word is such a bad word. I would never say that, this, that, or I shouldn't say that, whatever. And now it's just like he just says it, and all that concern about the meaning of the word, that's a slur, this, that, all out the window. And it's like, you know what, man? Like, if you're gonna sit there and pretend that you care, at least like follow through if you're gonna pretend. But if you're just not gonna bother, then don't ever pretend. Like, if I see him do that shit again, I'm never gonna let him live this down, because it's so easy. On one hand, I think it's either someone told them behind the scenes, hey Phil, it's okay to say this, which is really sad, because if you're such a principled person, you shouldn't like be easily swayed to change your behavior that quickly. Like, I do think it's kind of weird. So I saw on Twitter something about like, I said the R slur or whatever. I guess someone who replied saying, just say the word. Why are you not saying it? I was like, I don't want to. Like, it's an offensive word. I don't want to say it. And I do think it's a little bit weirder when people try to push you to say something you don't want to say. Like, if they don't want to say it, that's on them. I'm, whatever. But if you're gonna push me to say it, that's like, it makes more sense for people to say you shouldn't say that word than you should say it, because it's like, it's a slur. I mean, there's more reason to not say a slur than to say a slur. But I'm not gonna tell people how to talk or whatever. I mean, that's on them. I just don't want to say it because it's a slur, and I don't want to say slurs. Obviously, man, and it's offensive, whatever. But this dude goes on and on about how he would never say slurs, this and that, and someone behind the scenes or someone or something persuaded him to start saying it again. Because I think the other, so that's one hand, that I think either someone told him behind the scenes that he could say it or whatever, which is sad. Or he only didn't want to say it because the Democrats were running the world and saying slurs are bad. But now that Trump is in office, slurs are back on the table, which is like a really weird mindset, because I think it's really weird that this dude judges media, principles, societal norms, whatever, off of like that, in that kind of way. Like, obviously the governing government is going to have their own policy and their own policy shift, whatever, but that doesn't mean that like I'm going to change my own principles because of that. Like, I'm not going to change what I think should be because Trump is president. Like, I'm not that weak-willed to be like, oh, since he's president, I gotta go with what he says. It's like, and that's what DSP is. He's a drone. He's a little sheep. No, doesn't ask any questions. Just eat the hay.
So the guy actually believed that everything that these people say is true, and that I like hate all VTubers and shit. When does that ever happen? When have I ever said that? When have I ever even cared about what VTubers do or say? I don't, right? Like, but they believed it. So after that, I was like, well, I guess that's that. That's that bridge burned. I'm tired of chasing this person. I can't make the person not be stupid and just believe everything and be a gullible dunce.
So I can't help that you're stupid and you don't understand intelligent
like conversation and intelligent commentary on something and criticism. So sorry that you're stupid.
Sorry that you're stupid.
So
man.
oh well.
Oh,
What
well.
else can I do, right? And then there's one other person who I was also talking to who's interested, and there is a possibility that in the future I may do something with them. But quite frankly, two things happened. Number one, I just stopped caring about interviews. And number two, they got embroiled in other controversy.
This tells me it was Arturo, because recently, like, you know, like a month ago or whatever, a lot of people started to notice that this, like, Arturo has started to really follow along with Nick Fuentes and liked what he said. He has very unique opinions about a lot of things that I disagree with. So you already know, right? But he has very unique opinions that a lot of people brought up and was like shitting on Arturo for. And DSP is sitting there like, yeah, I wanted to talk to him, but he has a lot of like controversy. Like, why does he want to talk about this guy who's very like extreme, right? Correct?
At the same time that I was talking to them to appear in the show, and I think that kind of overshadowed everything, and then it kind of fell apart. So there you go. Vietnamese comrade, no one said Mudahar deactivated his Twitter because of me. That's not what I said. What I said was we literally had a great interaction and conversation on Twitter. The idea was that we were supposed to do a co-op, and he even agreed to have future conversations and all this stuff, and he apologized to me for things he had said about me publicly. Then he deleted his Twitter the next day, leaving me absolutely no opportunity.
But this is like bullshit though, because yeah, he didn't literally say that, but he highlighted the fact that he deleted his account and said that he was a little bitch and he ran away. And it's like, do you know why he deleted his account in the first place? Like, you don't know why he did. And he's sitting there like, yeah, he's a bitch. He did it to run away. Like,
opportunity to ever have an interaction with the man ever again. So literally he says, I'm sorry for my actions. Let's have interaction, and then shut off the avenue by which we could have interaction.
yeah, because, but when he said that, he didn't expect he was going to have to delete the account. He deleted the account because of other circumstances, dummy.
You see? And again, like I said, I'm a public person. I have ways you can be contacted. If he actually cared, he would have contacted me. He hasn't. He doesn't care. Get it?
Get it?
Okay. What else do you guys have to talk about? We got like another 15 minutes or so just to chill here.
Trying to squeeze,
and for the very few people who contributed, thank you.
Trying to squeeze
again.
an
I don't know what
extra
happens on streams anymore. Like for 2 nights in a row.
This is insane. I don't know what's going on. It's like this dude is like trying to control his audience, and he's like, I don't know what's going on. You guys are not doing what I want you to do. What's going on here? But again, he yelled at Iron Chef Sakai for saying nobody cares. And he said they did care, and now he's saying nobody cares.
Oh, I had incredibly highly supported night streams, and now tonight I got 15 bucks. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand. At this point, I don't think I'm going to try to understand.
I don't think I'm going to try to understand.
Could it be because I did the react, and in reality, no one actually cared about the react? Maybe. People were showing up for gameplay. So maybe that's the root. Maybe enough with the bullshit and just focus on gameplay, right? In which case, I'm not sure what to do with the DSP Reacts channel, honestly.
What were you doing
No, you see,
before?
that's some kind of a real bullshit straw.
He's sitting there acting as if, like, he was uploading his drama content to DSP Reacts. He wasn't. All of the drama vlogs, all the drama videos he did, all got uploaded to DSP Gaming. All of them. All of them. None of them went to DSP Reacts. So why is he confused about what to do with DSP Reacts when he would use it the same capacity as he did after he killed off DSP versus the internet? Like, come on, are you serious, man?
Man, argument. So chicken tender dad, I don't know what that name means, asks, were the guys from Lolcall Live doing a quid pro quo and they wanted you on their show in return? Literally that conversation never happened. Never. I reached out to them to be on the show.
Didn't Keems... Wait, what?
Literally that conversation never happened. Never. I reached out to them to be on the show. Boogie and Wings. People seemed to want Wings on my show more than Boogie. So I said, let's try to get Wings on first, then maybe Boogie. Wings claimed he couldn't come on because he was
He was getting Boogie on first, and then they're like, okay, you guys don't want Boogie, okay, we'll get Wings. And now he's saying he was gonna get Boogie on anyway. So then it was a telltale choice. We'll give you what you want first, but you're gonna do what I want anyway. Cool.
going to have surgery. So then Boogie was available, and I said, let's work on. I talked to fucking Boogie for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Trying to get him
quid
on
pro
the show.
quo thing was through Keem, though. They probably wanted, like, since Keem was on, that you were gonna go on after that. Not like you noticed this, right? When he was doing the stuff with Kino Casino, he was like, well, I went on their show, then they went on my show, then I went back on their show. See, it's like reciprocal. Yet Keemstar wasn't good enough for him to then decide, okay, I'll go on Lolcow Live since he was on the Level 1 podcast. Instead, he needed the other two hosts for them to go on, and then he'll consider, not even do it, he'll consider, I guarantee he was going to do that, consider going on the show. Even though he said he didn't want to do it anyway, because I think Keemstar even asked him when he was on his show, and he said no.
No, I couldn't wrangle the motherfucker. I tried so hard, and I couldn't wrangle this dude to fucking be on the show. No matter what I did, he wouldn't show up. All right? I kept explaining to him the dates. I kept explaining to him the times. I kept explaining to him that we had to be on Discord. It took a week and a half for him to send me his Discord so that I could add him so we could potentially do the show. Okay? It was like seriously, it was like fighting. So then finally after that, I publicly said, fuck this, I don't want to do it anymore. And then he has a shit fit about it. Phil's hard to work with. No, motherfucker, you're the one that's hard to work with. Your own fucking boss has said it a zillion times.
Your own
Okay.
boss.
So I wanted to have,
He's
Wings
a
on.
producer.
And he never
Whatever.
responds. So I gave up. I said, I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
But literally the conversation never happened that, hey, if you come on, hate, or I almost said hate live. Wow. If you come on the Level 1 podcast, I'll come on your show, Quid Pro Quo. We never had the conversation. Would have been nice to have the
Maybe
conversation, but it never
assumed
happened.
When Keem was on.
No, you know what's going to happen now, too? One of two things is going to
Whatever.
happen. Either everyone will continue to ghost me, in which case I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
I'm cool. Like,
I'm
that's fine.
cool.
Or now, as a result of me making this video, and this will now be shared around, you're going to have people who are going to come out and be like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. But now I'll do it. Oh, now I'd like now I watch Wings or Boogie be like, oh, now I want to be on Phil's show. Like I said, I just get tired of it and I just don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, at this point, I just want to make game content and chill with you guys, chill streams
So maybe
and
this
stuff
is
like
how you
that.
could get him on, just by doing this shit.
I'm just kind of like,
Whatever.
I'm done with it. But let me put it this way. If Kino Casino reached out to me and says, hey, we got an idea, and we think that you'd be a cool part of this idea. So I think that we should work on it and do it together. I would probably consider it, and because those
Phil,
guys
I got
did
a
a lot
great
for
idea.
me, for sure.
I got it. Triple P should say, Phil, I got a great idea. Tattoo a dick on your forehead. Do it. And then he's gonna be like, oh wow, man. Okay, PPP, I'll do it. Okay, Triple P.
Outside of that, I just don't think I care enough anymore.
I get,
know?
yeah. You know?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
The Need for Speed Rage is so good. Alright. I think that is it. I think that's where I'm gonna end it. I was debating watching the pre-stream yesterday, but I'm not gonna do that. Thank you for watching. You made it this far. You're a true gamer. Everyone's a true gamer, guys. That's right. Don't be fake. Keep it real. Keep it real.
I'm shook. I feel the vibe.
That's right, everyone feels the vibe. Everyone feels the vibe, baby. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video or next stream. I will try to stream on Twitch today. Well, actually, I don't know when this will be uploaded because I'm streaming on Friday, so I don't know if this will show up, but whatever. Thank you for watching. I'll see you when I see ya. Bye.
Time to skedaddle.
Time to skedaddle. Bye.